Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to episode 30 of the Trophy Hoarders podcast. And today we're going to be talking about something very interesting. And it's funny because you came across it in your own way and I came across it
Yep.
my own way. How is it you found it? eBay?
Yeah, it was on eBay. I was searching for video games, and this topic that we're going to be talking about just popped up magically. I was like, "What?
Yeah, I think it was
That's not
like
a game."
2 days before. And then I was on looking for a trophy guide and I came across this website. And obviously, this is not an advertisement, platinumgameservices.co.uk, where you can pay these people and they will get the platinum trophy for you. And let me tell you, mate, I had a quick look at the prices, and some of the prices for these games are insane. It is very expensive just to get that platinum trophy.
Yeah, mate. Like I'm seeing shovelware games, right? Like they're charging like £25 a pop to click a button for 30 seconds. Like,
Mhm.
like I just like do people generally pay money for services to do that? Do you know what I mean? Like I could understand like wanting to do a difficult game, but like paying someone 25 quid to click a button for 30 seconds, like are you all right?
Just how valuable is your time that you're willing to pay
Yeah.
for them to
Trying
do
to
the
get those
shovelware for you?
trying to get the leaderboard numbers up, mate. Yeah, just pay him 25 quid to boost the numbers.
But mate, some of these prices, like you've pretty much finished the newest FIFA Platinum, right? EAFC 26.
Yeah, yeah.
You saved yourself £899. That's how much they are charging.
I am in shock. Do you know what? I'm not actually, because the normally the pro clubs trophies on that are quite difficult because you need to get to like the number one rank sort of thing. But there's always a way to cheese it by joining someone else's team and like boosting against another team. But it involves setup of like four other people. So I could actually understand the £800 fee there because they're going to have to source at least three other people. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
To even maybe make that possible. But yeah, this year it was a lot easier. Last year it was quite difficult. It was quite like glitchy to connect and stuff. But mate, apart from that trophy, you're essentially personally you'd be paying £800 for that one online trophy,
Mhm.
and I don't think it's worth it. You could just do a boosting session and get it in 2 hours.
You just jump on PSNP and you need to socialise with
Yeah.
people. I guess that's what you're paying for, is to avoid having to talk
Oh
to people.
yeah. Us millennials, we don't like talking to people. That's the issue.
But mate, some of the prices for this is just mad. And also, they hack some of the games, and they're very clear with there's like a distinct difference in price. They're like, we will cheat these games and we will do these games legit. But it's like, who is paying for these services? You know
Yeah,
what I
I,
mean?
I was just gonna say, like, just on the topic of the sort of the difference between the cheated version and obviously the legit version. If you like, basically, it's a lot cheaper. So I've got an example. Final Fantasy X on PlayStation 3
Mhm.
is like £16 for the cheated service. And if you add, like, there's an add-on for an extra 75p where you can customize the timestamps of the trophies. So they give you a spreadsheet and you basically put in the timestamp so it looks like you've done things legit and you
Uh,
wouldn't necessarily get flagged on PlayStation profiles for an extra 75p. So it almost looks like the legitimate service in a way if you paid that add-on fee. But if you wanted to get the exact same game on PlayStation 4 legitimately, 400 quid.
Mate, that's a hell of a price jump.
Like, don't get me wrong, Final Fantasy X is quite a long one to platinum, and I'm not justifying these prices, but that's one heck of a jump because as well, like the PlayStation 3 version of the game, I'm pretty sure it's a bit like Destiny is the only other example I can think of. Like do you know how games it says PS3 on the trophy list, but then it's got like PS4 next to it, or it has
Yeah, it
PS5 and
shares the trophy
PC?
list.
Like yeah, so like the PS3 Final Fantasy or one of the versions at least shares with PS4. So I'm like, why is it 16 quid and why is it four? Like it doesn't make any sense. But yeah, uh, I I also fell down a bit of a rabbit hole the last week as well about like modding consoles sort of thing
All right.
and how to I'm not going to do it personally, but I was just intrigued about like jailbreaking a PlayStation 3,
Mm-hmm.
and when watching somebody do it there was like a trophy like add-on thing that you can get to, obviously this is how they must do it, like how they hack in. I think it's called like Apollo or something like that, or Apotheon, something like it starts with A. But yeah, so I was watching it and I was like, okay, and then you can change the timestamp. So in theory, you probably wouldn't get banned from PlayStation profiles unless the game has been offline. Like, do you know the online
But
trophies you
even
get
then, you
flagged?
could like go back, see if you made like a fresh account. Well, in fact, it would tell you
Yeah.
when the date was made, but you could like adjust the timestamp so it's like, oh no, this was actually done back in 2010 when the servers were still functioning, so you wouldn't get flagged for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, so you can do that. So like Black Ops 2, the League Play trophy, you could
Hmm.
in theory go back to 2013 before the trophy became unobtainable. I don't know how that syncs over to PSMP. I wouldn't want to try it myself, at least on a main account, but it's interesting what people can do in terms of like modded things. But sorry, back to the main topic of paying for platinum
I was
trophies.
actually going to say, I was looking, this was like, I don't know how many years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago. I was looking into, because I wasn't using my Vita, I was thinking about like
Mm,
modding it, because apparently it's like super easy to do. And that
yeah,
was
yeah.
how I found out that so many Vita games are cheated. Like, I can't mind what game it is. It might be Crypto the Necrodancer, but it's got like a pure high percentage on Vita, the unlock rate. And that's where it's came from, is just everybody cheating it on Vita.
Yeah, I know Super Meat Boy.
Oh, it
Is
might be
there,
Super
but
Meat
there,
Boy.
yeah, there's. I didn't realize there's two of them. There's obviously like Super Meat Boy, but then there's like I think a Vita exclusive, like a sequel or something.
Right.
And I only saw it because I was reviewing somebody's platinum trophy list. Like again, it's funny. I was telling this story on stream. Like some like two friends joined the live chat, and I accept
Oh,
bribes.
yeah, I remember
Like
this.
if you want your trophy list reviewed pronto, if you pay me a respectable sum, I will review it there and then or add it to next week's. And I don't know, I think they gave a donor of like 20 quid, which I'm obviously grateful for. So I reviewed their lists and one of the lists was like fine. And then the second list had like you could tell that it was everything was hacked in for a Vita. Like you
Hmm.
could see that they've played Vita games. You could see that they had Super Meat Boy and the Super Meat Boy, whatever the Vita version of that is, like the separate name. And like all of the timestamps were like 5 seconds apart. And I was just like, yeah, I was gonna say your list was better than your mates because they wanted me to like say whose was better. That was the whole point of it, like
Hmm.
rank their lists against each other. And I was like, well, mate, your list would have been great, but you fucking cheated it. So
Right.
it's 0 points from me. Like I'll let the live chat decide, but I think they'll feel the same way about this.
But mate, it's like, think how much money you could make then through this like service. Just like you download that homebrew thing onto your Vita or onto
Mm,
your PS3, and then just ting. Like, it must take like 2 seconds to do, and then you're making money.
yeah, that's the thing. It's like 16 quid to get the Final Fantasy 10 Platinum. I'm thinking about it if I was to set it up, sort of thing. I guess once you know how to do it, maybe it's about maybe a 10-minute process. Maybe like obviously the more you do things, the more that you know how to do it, sort of thing.
Mm.
So maybe it is only a 10-minute job because you just need to drag the files from your PC to a USB to the game console. And once you've already got those files, I think it's just a case of signing into the account and stuff. So it probably £16 for 10 minutes of your time. If you can line up those in an hour, you're making a good amount of money, aren't you?
Aye.
But I don't,
But mate, there's some of these. I'm trying to find it. I thought I had it tabbed, but I don't. But it was like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which of course you've done, which I don't envy for, mate. But
mate,
Assassin's,
I didn't mind it. Didn't
would
mind
you
it.
do it again?
I liked it. Um, Probably not because I've already done it.
But did you enjoyed your time with it then though?
Yeah, so like I got the game during COVID, I think. I think I brought it on Amazon secondhand and it got sent to me without a game case, like the game cover, and
Right.
I didn't realize. And I complained, and I was like, "What the fuck? You've sent me a Blu-ray box and a disc. Like, I want a refund." And they were like, "Please don't give me a bad review. I'll refund you." I was like, "Cha-ching," and keep the game. Love it when sellers do that. It's very dishonorable to tell you to delete your review, but at least you get 40 quid back. But yeah, so I played it during like lockdown in COVID, and I enjoyed my time with it. I guess because I didn't really have much going on.
Mm.
60 hours is probably quite a long time, but I do like completing games, like doing the
Is that how
side
long it took
quests.
you? 60 hours
I
for the
think,
Valhalla Platinum?
No, no, not the platinum, just like
Oh, the
playing it through the
story.
first time.
Got you, got you.
Like the story and like all of the side stuff. Like, granted, it is a bit long, to be fair.
Very long.
And then that's what she said. And then I tried to start doing treasures, right? Because I like in the previous like Origins and Odyssey, like they weren't too bad of platinums to get. And I was like, okay, fine. Like I'll start looking at the treasures for this game. And I started doing a couple, and then they're just like really difficult because like you're having to work out puzzles to find the collectibles. And I was like, fuck this, like I'll just play something else. And then it put me off going for the platinum because I had every intention. And I went back to it like 5 years later, just on a stream, on a whim, was talking about Valhalla, and someone's like, "Why don't you platinum it?" I was like, "I said I wasn't going to, but it's been 5 years, and I've forgotten about the trauma of like the struggle of having to get all of the
Aye.
collectibles." Granted, it was 20 hours, give or take, of just clearing the entire map for collectibles. I think my final runtime on the game was like 95 hours for the platinum trophy, but yeah, I don't know. It's like bittersweet because I did it. I wouldn't do it in one sitting back to back. Like I think that would be awful. But like I played the game, I enjoyed it, and
Aye.
then went back a few years later to clean up it quite easily. So would I do it again? I don't know. Maybe. Like I've forgotten the story, so maybe I'd want to play the story again. But
Well, mate, that's one of
weird
the things
one.
I was gonna get on to was they charge £400, all right, for the Valhalla Platinum,
Okay.
but it's 100-hour platinum according to PSMP, the trophy guides on it. So, mate, that's £4 an hour I'm paying somebody to get the platinum for Valhalla, and it's like that is what is minimum wage in the UK right now?
Isn't it like £11 now? Like 'cause they got rid of the whole like when obviously in the UK, I don't know if it's similar to other countries, but like when you're 16, you would be on like an apprenticeship wage, so like you could only get paid £6. But I think they've like abolished that, so like even
Have
kids
they?
can now get. I think so. I think maybe 18-year-olds. But even at 18, when I was working in retail, there was 21-year-olds that were earning more than me despite doing the same job because they're older. But I
Yeah.
think now it's just a flat like £11 or maybe £12 per hour, which should be the minimum wage.
Aye, when I was 17, I was working at a place and I was on minimum wage, and it was £3.72 an hour, £476 a month. I got. It was fucking mental. And then as soon as it came up to my birthday, they were like, because it jumps as soon as you hit 18. I think it went for like
Mm.
372 to like £8 something. They were like, we're not going to be able to keep you. And I was like, you motherfuckers.
Ah, mate, it's so scummy working as a young person because you don't really know your rights and shit. It's awful,
Aye.
but it's a good learning
It
experience.
is
But
£12.21 per hour minimum wage. So, mate, we are paying well under minimum wage for this person to Platinum Valhalla.
which seems like great value, does it not?
Aye, because, mate, you see the price of like Valhalla and you're like £400, and then it's like, wait, £4 an hour? Mm.
Like, yeah, it's like, would you want to pay yourself £4 an hour?
Oh, mate, you're going to have to
Probably not.
pay me a lot more than that.
But like, just for context, right? They've got like a sale category of
Hmm.
like game bundles that you can get platinums for. So it's the Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 on PlayStation 4. All
Right.
right. So Dark Souls 1 is 70 hours, Dark Souls 2 is 80 hours, Dark Souls 3 is 110 hours. And bearing in mind, Assassin's Creed Valhalla's difficulty is what?
A
A
three.
3 out of 10? Yeah,
Yeah,
3. I've got
three.
that right. Which is pretty easy, you would argue. You
Hmm.
wouldn't. There's maybe like one trophy. I think it's called like Over Design 2, where you have to shoot a flaming arrow and a poison thing or so. Like there's like one or two awkward trophies, but Dark Souls obviously very difficult. 260 hours in total, and you can get all three platinums for £399.
So how much does that work out
Which
per hour?
So according to my math of 399 divided by 260, that's £1.50 or 53 an hour, I'm pretty sure, which doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, because they've got like a
Is the math
section.
mathing?
They've got a section on it, and it's like meet the players, and you can like meet the people that will be getting these trophies for you. And it's like we've
Yeah.
got Stu here, who loves Dead Space, PlayStation, Xbox. He plays in, and it's like Stu, my man, you're looking about early mid 30s. Like, am I really going to pay you £4 an hour to get me a fucking platinum trophy? Like, surely there's other ways we can be making some coin. Fair enough. I'm sure it's like this guy's favorite game is Dead Space. Say it takes 20 hours. The trophy guide says. I'm sure he can like smash it out in like 10 or something. It's probably shit
Yeah,
hard that game.
exactly. Yeah.
But even
But
then, like,
those longer games like Valhalla, there's no way to do that quickly.
mm, unless
Like
you cheat it. But
yeah, unless you cheat it. But obviously that would be the cheaper model because as well it's like with like Resident Evil, those more linear games, you can do like or Devil May Cry, things like that. You can do like the fucking speed run strategies, can't you? Of like,
mm,
oh, walk into this corner, then jump like and things like that. Whereas like to my knowledge, I don't really think your Valhallas, your Dark Souls would have those techniques. I know obviously the better the player is, the quicker it'd be, but even so, like £1.50, like I feel bad. I almost want to pay him more.
I'm actually kind of curious. There's no like way to contact them. I mean, you can contact like the company, right? But we can't contact like Ash, for example, or Dave, or David, Damien, all these guys. I'd love to talk to one of them and just be like, "What's it like? Do you enjoy doing this? You know what I mean? Is there no
Yeah,
other games you'd
well,
rather be playing?"
mate, we should have sent an email before the podcast and invited one of them on to talk on it. We've really fumbled the bag here.
I reckon we
It
can
could
do
have
that in
been,
like a future episode, though.
yeah, yeah. It would be interesting to see their perspective because, like, is there even like obviously there's a market for it because people are lazy and they also don't have the skill. Sorry, they don't have the skill to get a difficult platinum. So there is definitely a market for it. But I just wonder if people actually have the money to pay for it because it is. Like I know £4.50 an hour isn't a lot, but when you have to pay that fee up front, 400 quid is a lot of
Mm,
money. Like
aye.
when you're trying to do adult life, like that's like
And
your
it's
bills for the month or something.
like, why are you dropping it so you can like flex the evil within platinum? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
To impress a bunch of other fucking losers that care about trophy hunting on the internet. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
what's the
But
what's the point in
but
it?
yeah, I would love to speak to these people and just see like the frequency of how many orders they get through. Because if you get four orders all wanting to do Valhalla, like
Oh, imagine having to do that back to back.
well, 400 hours. Like, have you got Google up? How many hours are there in a month on average?
Not a clue.
Like, because if we get that stat up and then we're like, right, they've got a block booking of four Valhallas for 400 hours, that's now taking like the next,
1 month is
what,
730 hours.
1 month is 730 hours.
Yep.
Okay, so they're essentially doing like 2 weeks non-stop for four Valhallas, and that's what, 1,600 quid, which in fairness, isn't the worst. And if you think if they've blocked let's just say for argument's sake to round up, they did eight Valhallas in a month. I know it's obviously it's a few more hours over, but that's like 3.2k
Mm.
for doing a month's work on one game, smashing it out. So it doesn't seem worth it, but it does at the same time because that's obviously like the take home is actually really good.
Thing I was just thinking about though, I wonder what the cut is, right? Because like,
Oh,
there's
between the company,
yeah, because there's how
yeah,
many? 6, 12. I mean, there's like a bunch of different like players that they've got, right? So it's like they can just pick
yeah,
any one of them and be like, all right, imagine there's like you three guys or the Assassin's Creed guys. We'll pick one of you for Assassin's Creed. But then it's like,
yeah,
what
just
percentage
allocation.
do you get of that £400?
Yeah, it's
And then
interesting.
you got to
I don't
calculate
know.
that into how many hours you're working against it.
Yeah, maybe take 20% off. Maybe I don't
Mm.
know. Is
I
that
mean,
too much? Like, take 20%, give that to the company. You've obviously got to pay tax on that as well, which is another large figure.
mm,
So yeah, 3.2k take home. I don't know. I still reckon they'd be taking about 2.5k home a month. So it's not. That's still like way above. I'd say the average household salary. That's definitely like at least 32k a year if they were to do that full time. So it's
mm,
I guess the sky's the limit as well. Like they'd be self-employed, so they could. There's a bit more flexibility there as well.
yeah.
It's interesting. Like I would like to know, are people paying that? Like, would you pay a grand to get Crypto the Necro Dancer?
It's a lot more than a grand, mate, to get Crypt the Necro Dancer. Take a
How much is it?
take a guess how much you think it is, right?
By a lot more, do you mean like a lot
I
more?
can't give you too many hints.
they don't really do weird prices like 349.
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
it's
say
always
like
like an increment
it's
to like
like
500.
yeah, £3,000.
Mate, it's on sale. It's your lucky day because it was 7,000 and it's now down to 6,000. So you've saved £1,000 and you can get the Crypt of the Necrodancer Platinum and it's legitimate service. So some poor guy's gonna have to sit down and smash that out.
Do you know what the really interesting thing is? Like, there's not many platinum owners for that game, is there? There's
No.
what, maybe like under like 10 or under 50. Like, think how many people have the platinum, and then think out of that list of 16 people or whoever many people work for that this company giving the service, which one out of those do you think has the platinum
Mm.
already with the knowledge to know how to do it? Or are they going into that blind and that's why they're charging £7,000?
Mate, imagine you pay them like fucking 7 grand and they're just like, here's a refund. Like we tried our best, we just can't get it.
Mate, I'd be fucking fuming because there's now a game on your list that is, I mean, you could try to platinum it yourself, but it's basically like if you're chasing 100% completion rate, good luck getting that one up.
Mm,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
And do they give you a refund? Do they give you a partial refund? Like, I wonder what
Oh,
the
it better be a full refund. See if they can't platinum it.
yeah, I wonder what the term T's and C's are. But goodness me,
Yeah, I think that's their most expensive platinum because they do three,
yeah.
four, five, and then they also do Xbox games as well. But I don't imagine there would be many Xbox games that are difficult or expensive.
It'd just be Halo, Lasso, Master Chief Collection, I'd assume. That's probably the most difficult. Or maybe
Yeah.
a Gears of War as well.
Oh,
That would be a bit of
that's
a
which.
ball ache.
All right, okay. How much
Like,
would
seriously.
I need to pay you to get the Gears of War platinum?
How much you'd need to pay me to get that dog shit platinum.
It's really just that
Um
one trophy on it, that 10k. You got to smash that
I
out.
would yeah, basically I would want a new console and another copy of the game brought. So that's 500 quid, let's say.
Say
Um
600, what 500 something, and then with the game's like 60. I think just round
yeah,
up.
no, it's about 30 quid actually. But like if you're getting a PS5 digital, I think they're like 480. The game's 30 quid. Let's just say £500 for a console.
All right.
I want that as like that's not what you're paying me, but that's
The deal.
part of the incentive, like part of the deal because I'm not playing online. I would two box that. Like I'm not good enough to play against Xbox players. How much money to get the platinum?
Because
See, knowing that it's 7 grand for Crypt of the Necro Dancer, like I sound absurd when I wait, is that the word?
absurd.
Absurd. I said
You
it too
got
much,
it.
it doesn't make sense now. Um I'd say I want like 10k,
10k.
which which doesn't fall in line. Actually, no, that's actually a bit too drastic. What is it? 100 hours?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to
Um,
find there was how long it takes.
yeah, wait, I'm acting out of emotion there with that price. I reckon for because I'm gaining a console out of it as well, free of charge, and then I'll get my payment on top.
130
There's a bit of
hours, it says.
130.
Have you played the campaign on hard though? Is it difficult?
I've not played the campaign at all yet. I still need to play.
So, mate, you might grind out the kills and then you can't even beat the campaign.
Yeah, no, well, obviously I would. I'm not that bad at I'm not that bad at video games.
What
I
if
can
like
beat
the
a fucking
locust or whatever
computer.
start like doing the tactics of the online multiplayer people? They're just wall bouncing.
Yeah, wall bouncing, blowing my head off. Nah, mate, I would definitely smash the campaign. It would be challenging for sure. I reckon £1,000.
Mate, only £100 more. They're charging 900.
Really? Yeah. I think £1,000. And I was tempted to say within that £1,000 you could include the console price, but I think I'd be greedy and actually want 1k. But like for me, I I'm at the stage in my life where I'm playing games for enjoyment. I don't like playing things I don't like, so I'm factoring in like the suffering and
Mm,
depression this game will cause for the next 100 hours, probably more hours. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
So yeah, I'd say like a rack for me to get that platinum.
I mean, I think I'd be a bit like, I don't know how bad the grind is to get that 10k
Bad,
kills. Like, obviously, I
bad.
watched Merlin like stream a load of it, But I'm like, I wonder how many hours that is total just grinding. In
Do
fact,
do mate, do remember he is extremely good at the game.
yeah,
He is extremely good. Let's not forget about this. Like he's very modest about it, but you look at the shit he does, he's very good at the game. He's the
mhm,
type of player that I get shot in the head 100 times by, and I go, "Oh my God, why are they so good?" Do you know what I mean?
mate, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, which I done, which was a horrible grind at the end,
Yeah.
£500. And I'm like, if
I
somebody,
reckon you do that for less.
I
Or would you do it for 500?
was like, mate, I would probably, my immediate reaction is, I would do that for £500. But then I'm thinking back to, like, mate, to see if I had to do it legit, it'd be a pain. Because, mate, I started getting like wrist pain and shit, remember?
Yeah, and you didn't it like break your controller as
I
well
get
or
stick
something?
drift from my controller. My thumb
Yeah.
was killing me. And then I started getting like really bad pains in my wrist. So I'm like thinking
Carpal
back
tunnel.
on that, I'm like, is that worth £500? And it also
Yeah.
depends like how much time you get as well. Because I'd done that grind out over like 2 weeks or something like that. It was like 2 hours, 2, 3 hours a night. I would like spend just grinding it. But I see if they're like, I need it done by next Tuesday. It's like, damn, son.
Yeah, I think if you're looking at it as you're working for this company, that would be your full-time job. So you would have to
Mm.
do an 8-hour shift just moving the analog stick. But I think I was answering the question more so, right, I'm streaming. I'm doing this recreationally, how much to be paid to do it, sort of
Imagine you
thing.
could, imagine they streamed it for you though. So you could like check in the progress. Where you're like, I wonder how that guy's getting on with my Assassin's Creed Platinum. And you just see this
Yeah.
depressed guy in a dark room getting collectibles. Mate, that's some shit that like rich people probably like, jack off to, innit? The idea of like you suffering through getting it for them.
Yeah. Mate, as well as movies, like is it like one of the Purges or something? I think there's another film where it's like it's just rich people and they just get a bunch of poor people and make them fight against each other.
I
Have
don't
you,
know. I know there's a
I
movie
think
where it's like they hunt all the poor people.
yeah, it may be that where they hunt them down, but yeah, that sounds like a rich person activity, watching other people suffer, right?
There was, in fact, I'm not actually going to get into that because that's news stuff. But mate, Black Ops 4 Platinum Trophy, that's maybe really fucking difficult, isn't it? Like the
Yeah, I
campaign and
think
then the whatever it is, the
it
battle royale.
doesn't have a campaign.
It doesn't have a campaign.
Black Ops 4 did not have a campaign. It was completely multiplayer.
Are you sure?
Multiplayer zombies and blackout.
I didn't know that. I thought it had the
Yeah.
co-op campaign. Is that three?
Free. Black Ops 3 has the co-op campaign, yeah.
Three is it? Oh, well, mate, the Black Ops 4 Platinum is £1,000.
600 quid? 1,000? Fuck. The thing with the Black Ops thing is there's apparently a lot of hackers in it. So I'm assuming if somebody had hacks, surely you could just squad up with them and get your wins that way.
Mm.
And as well, there's some really good PlayStation profiles communities that run boosting sessions for it to help people get the wins because they'll just fill out the lobby. And the only issue is if a hacker's in it, they'll obviously win the game by default because they're hacking.
Uh-huh.
So it's like it's obviously a very tedious thing to do, but I don't think it's that bad with like for instance, this person could get paid 1,000, go onto PlayStation profiles and say, right, can somebody help? Sort of thing. And you use the community and you profit 1,000 quid. So I would say that's probably worth about 500 or 600 quid, maybe.
Mate, I'm trying to skim other Xbox games because I'm curious as to what the most expensive 100% is on Xbox.
COD HQ, surely. There's so much to that now.
No, mate, so far it's Bloons Tower Defense 6, which is £1,000.
That's got to have a shit ton of DLC. I honestly reckon Call of Duty HQ, that's Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 6, and now Black Ops 7, that has to fetch probably 2 grand, surely. Like that should, in
No,
theory, be the
it's not
most
even that.
expensive.
The Binding of Isaac Repentance is the most expensive at 2 grand. Mate, Xbox is way cheaper than PlayStation. Like, way cheaper.
Yeah, it's because no one cares about Xbox, am I right?
Losers.
Only joking. We love you.
He might be, I'm not. Mate, even the like Vita games are like dirt cheap, like £15. But it's just such like it's a random thing that me and you both came across. Like people
Yeah.
selling platinum trophies in like the same week.
Well, mate, I've got a question for you. would you actually pay somebody? Would you use this service or another service, let's say? Would you pay somebody to get a platinum trophy for you?
No.
Would you not?
Nah, mate, it's genuinely like I'm kind of scratching my head, struggling to see like the appeal of it. Like who is their customer base? Is it people that's trying to be like, oh, I've got the, whatever it is, Black Ops 4 Platinum, look how cool I am. Like, is it literally just two flex? Is that it? Because that's the only perspective I can see it like coming from, is people try to like show off. I don't know about you.
Yeah. Do you know what? It it did cross my mind, and I was like, I maybe if they were cheaper. I did
Mm,
have a think about it. I was like, would I? Like, I love a game, and maybe that really annoying trophy that I can't do, just like one trophy. Would I? Maybe. Like, I thought about it, and I think as well, I think what solidified my decision of kind of being on the fence to being like, yeah, maybe I would sort of thing, but I also don't care enough about trophy hunting in that way to want to do that.
mhm.
Circling back to like the jailbreaking a console and adding trophies in that way, like I was looking at that and I just thought, no, like it kind of links to this. I was like, no, because I look at my list and I look at some of the things I've done on my list, like auto pops or do you know what I mean, like
Mhm.
that, for instance, and I go, I actually don't like that, and I wish I didn't do it. And I
Yeah.
know that if I was to pay somebody, again, I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's like you should criminalize it sort of thing. But
Get them banned.
yeah, like I think obviously hacking it is like, and they all upload instantly. That's obviously a bit cheap. I guess if you pay someone, it's slightly different. You know, there's a bit of work in there and money that's been spent. But yeah, like I just look at my list and go, oh yeah, I got the Final Fantasy X Platinum, really chuffed with it, but um, I didn't actually suffer through it, so I can't relate.
Mm,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
I think that's the thing. Like that's the like when Snam was on and talking about that kind of collective journey that trophy hunters go on with like a difficulty or something like that, and it's something to
Now that
discuss.
shared
And when you make
experience.
exactly, yeah, and it's just it was a really good point, and I just think yeah, like he's so fucking right because you think, oh, I really suffered with that. Like, there's something to talk about, but as soon as you take away the your own suffering, it's just like, oh,
Here's one,
we've
right?
got it.
Just when
Yep.
you were talking about that there, I was like, I wonder. They do the Final Fantasy IX Hail to the King trophy, not the Platinum. They'll get you this one trophy.
Is
Okay.
that the jump rope
That's
one?
jump rope 1,000 times without tripping.
Yep.
How much would you pay for somebody to do that for you?
Do you know what? You're not gonna like. I'll give you two answers. No, knowing Merlinated on Twitch or played to completion on YouTube, knowing that he's done that basically with his eyes closed 3 times, I reckon
Whilst they
if
were
I brought him
playing
a
voice quips and stuff, try to fuck them up.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like all of the Twitch sounds, and he still did it. My boy prevailed. I honestly reckon I could buy him a beer. So like maybe 10 quid. I
Buy
reckon he would
him a
do that.
pint, take him back to yours, give him the controller, put him to work.
Well, no, because it would take him what about 20 minutes? It's not long to do if you're good at it. So it's like, yeah, £20 for an hour. That's a way above minimum wage. But assuming that I don't know him and know how easy it is for him, and I thought like this trophy would be the hardest thing ever. Actually, no, fuck it. I think it's worth 50 quid because people do scripting for it. So it's not even like they're doing it and suffering. So 50 quid tops.
£14?
But £14.
£14 they will get Hail to the King trophy for you. I was like, mate, Leon genuinely might fucking hit them up.
I was actually so close to that. I was gonna change my answer and say I'll buy him a pint and a kebab, which probably does work out to about 15 quid. So
Aye, there you go, mate.
don't you just love boy math? Like I'm doing calculations in pints of beer and food.
Pints and kebabs. Um,
So yeah. Anyway, Merlin, hit me up, mate.
please come down to London and get the trophy.
But yeah, I think that obviously you can script that, can't you? So it's a piece
Mhm.
of piss. So it's just basically somebody running the script. So 14 quid, it's probably a bit too expensive, but I can understand why. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Assuming you couldn't script it, that's a better question.
Yeah.
How much do you think it would actually be worth somebody's time doing it legitimate? I'd say like 50 to 100. Because when you get skilled at it, it's like second nature because it's just a pattern, to my
Yeah.
understanding at least.
It says legitimate service that they're like not cheating it, but there's also no way to prove that Kyle sat
They've
down with
run a
his
script.
controller and timed it perfectly, you
Yeah.
know? Because I think that's pretty much the way everybody's been doing it, and it is the script. It's like, I think it's the same as like the Tony Hawk thing, where it was like you just push play on it and it like does everything for you.
Mm. Yeah, I don't really know how scripts work, to be honest with you. I mean, personally, I think it is cheating. I know we've spoken about cheating and trophy hunting. I think a script is an external thing
Mm,
to modify the game, so I would class that as illegitimate and cheating personally. But there's no way to tell, is there?
yeah,
You would
there's
be
no way
none the
you would
wiser.
know. But mate, I just thought that was interesting, going through it, checking out the prices. I reckon we'd genuinely do email one of them, see if we could get like
Yeah.
contact info, because I'm curious as to how much money they make, and then what their clientele. You know, it could be
Th-
interesting.
This would this would be the biggest waste of money. But my content creators that are verified and have hundreds of thousands of subs and a lot more revenue and disposable income, can you pay one of these people to get a platinum? And you can call the video this, right? Just shout out the podcast, be like, I paid somebody £1,000 to get me this platinum. Because I'm curious to see if that video would do well. Like, I'm not prepared to take £1,000 risk, because I don't think it would. I don't think
what's
it would
the
land with
what's
me
the cheapest
personally.
we can get them to do legitimate? Hold up,
But do you know what I
price.
mean? Like, I think
Mm.
there could be a funny little market of like paying somebody to do your platinum trophy. Like, I've not seen anybody do that yet.
I can kind of picture it as well in my head, like we skit sections where it's just you, lying back, feet up, and it's just like ping. Oh, platinum trophy,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
You've not even done it, mate. They do
Even
like
that jump rope.
shovelware games
Yeah,
for £2 each.
it's nuts. Why are you paying somebody to do shovelware when you literally have to press X once and you get a trophy? Like
I'm actually,
the laziness.
mate, I'm genuinely wondering if it's actually cheaper to get them to do it for you here, because it's like Blues of War, £2, and I'm like, surely £2 costs less than what the game does. Obviously, when it's on sale, it goes for like 50p or something, I'd imagine. But let's say right now, where it's full price, is it actually cheaper to just pay them to do it?
My other question is probably not for other games, but like obviously a shovelware game. Do they buy the game as well in this service, or do you have to own the game first,
Oh
sort of
yeah, I
thing?
don't know. Because yeah, they'd need to
Because
own a
like
fuck
obviously,
ton of games.
yeah, like you need a digital, or like let's say it's £500 for a game, but £50 of that goes on purchasing the game. Or maybe the company has a shared account and they just game share and it's like an investment of every single game. Do you know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
Food for thought.
mate, I had that same idea for a video where it's like you just pay them to do it for you, like give them your second account, so if they steal it, they steal
Yeah, I mean that's the other thing as well. Like I don't trust people. It sounds bad, but I don't even trust my friends.
it.
Right?
Give me your login info.
No, I'm not. Like I like no like even close friends. I think there's some things in life that you just shouldn't share with people. Even like a partner, I don't feel like you should share an email and password account. I think some things are just personal.
Mhm.
Like I'm not saying anybody close to me would do that, but it's still like somebody does have your account details and password, and if I don't know, if their phone got hacked and they, do you know what I mean, and your email
Mm.
and password is there, then it's another like avenue to lose your accounts. You'd have to instantly change your password, which I recommend everyone change your password every so often to stay cyber safe and don't click any links.
Nah, maybe I'm
Thank
stupid,
you.
mate, but I actually like trust. Like one of my pals, I know his login to his email because he gave me
Has he just not?
it. He gave
Has he
me it
just
one
not
time.
changed?
It was when he was like streaming on Twitch. He gave me his like email info because it's like the stuff gets sent to him, and he's like, "Can you log
Yeah.
into the email and like download it onto your PC and sort it?" I was like, "Aye, no worries." So mate, and then like one of my pals knows like my know how when you log into the bank, you get like password, and then you also get like the it's like however long the word is, and it's like enter the third letter, the fourth letter.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like he knows my password for that. Like I gave him that one time when we are driving down the road. I was like, "Fuck mate," I was like, "Mate, I'll you like 20 quid." I was like, "There's my phone." I was like, "This is the fucking sign in. Just fucking let's send yourself the money." So
Yeah.
But mate, you get like jumping brownie and stuff like that for £2. That Blues a War game I looked up is 97p, so you're paying them like a pound extra to do it for you. But like the jumping games, I feel like they must be about like £2.
Yeah, mate, could you like maybe this is the strategy of do you know how we always go like, oh, how is somebody on the leaderboard their joint like account sharing? Maybe they just obviously buy all these games and then say, yeah, fuck it. If it's an extra pound, I'm just gonna send it to this guy and he's gonna do 100 games for me in the next hour. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Mate, jumping
Like,
brownie turbo is £2.50 to buy it, or else you can pay these people £2.
hmm,
Interesting. But I wonder how it works.
yeah. Well, on this topic, before we finish it, of course, we're interested to know the viewers' thoughts on this. You know, would you ever consider paying for a platinum, or albeit let's use the jump rope in Final Fantasy IX? It could be a different game. Would you like Mine Laban, for instance? Would you
Yeah,
pay
that
somebody to
one
get
trophy that you
one
just cannot
trophy
get.
that you can't do? But let me open a different can of worms for you, mate.
Ooh.
What's your thoughts on a friend getting a trophy for you on share play? Or maybe coming over to your house if you live close and getting you a trophy and ultimately getting you the platinum. What's your thoughts on that?
I kind of, I like the pain. I like suffering. But mate, I'm very like, what's the word? Like, I was about to say like thick-headed, but I'm very like fucking stubborn. Like in the sense that I'm like, I will fucking get this. I'll just do it
Yeah,
myself. Like I'll power through. I'll get it done. So like I wouldn't seek out help for it, but I would help. Like mate, I've already said I would help you with the UFC because I think that would make
yeah,
for like a good video.
yeah. That's like my avenue of it. There's like, again, it does kind of fall into this category of paying somebody. I don't really see like there's any difference between me paying somebody to get the what is it like win 4 games in a row on UFC online or something
Yeah, I wonder
like
if they've
whatever
got
that.
the UFC games.
But like on that example, like I'm not good enough. Or I guess I would be if I wanted to sweat out a 5-year-old game and learn what the meta headlock or whatever the fuck they do in UFC teabag each other, like whatever
You
the
just
meta thing.
leg hump them, mate.
Yeah, mate, just poke your finger in their eye and DNF. But but like, do you know what I mean? Like, I could maybe get it, but at the same time, it's like I almost admit that I'm not good enough to get it, but I've done everything else, so I wouldn't be opposed
Mhm.
to like this is what I mean. It's like I almost want to change my answer from earlier because I would do it on share play with a friend. So what's the difference between letting a friend do it and paying 50 quid or 14 quid to get help with that one thing? Do you know what I
Uh-huh.
mean?
Yeah.
Like I mean I don't really care what people do. I don't personally see a problem with getting a little helping hand, a little reach around if you need it. Like
It's just polite
I
enough.
think yeah, I think it's important though that you disclose it. Like I would
Mm.
always say, like, I've been transparent about a lot of things, but I'd say, yeah, like for me, it's the story behind it and the storytelling.
Mm.
I'm not good at UFC, or I can't do Titanfall 2 because the gauntlet just makes me feel physically sick, so
Yeah,
I'm
there
not
was
making
other
myself
people that had that. I ended up
sick.
looking it up, and there was other people that was like, I
Oh,
cannot do it
it's
because
not.
motion sickness.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought I was being a little bitch about Titanfall 2. But do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not making myself sick for a trophy, but fucking hell, if you can do it in, what, 30 minutes and you don't feel sick, then Bob's your uncle. Like,
Yeah.
the thing with Titanfall 2 is that I know it's obviously like a skill issue where I'm not good enough, but like I've done Mile High Club, which is a similar kind of thing on COD. So it's like I do know that I have got it in me to do a time-based trial in an FPS game. It just takes practice and repetition, probably about 1 to 2 hours, but I'm not feeling sick for 1 to 2 hours for a trophy,
Mhm.
sort of thing.
And you
But yeah,
physically cannot put the repetition in
yeah. I mean,
because you're ending upset.
I probably could, but then I'd feel like trash, and I don't really want to do that to my health. But like I would get a helping hand, and it's about the story. Because if I talk about my trophy list, I go, oh yeah, well, funny story actually. That one
Mhm.
was a skill issue, but my mate's really good, and he got it for me, and he helped me out. I think that's a cool story, and it's the same. Like, oh, I got motion sick, he done it. Like it's a little story, but I feel like if you lie about it and say, oh yeah, I did that
Yeah.
myself, and fucking
That was the whole
no.
thing with like, see, like, Hollow Knight. like how everybody can just cheat it with that invincibility glitch.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like you would see people like post it on like the PlayStation like trophies subreddit, and it's like got the whole night platinum, and it's like there's a good chance you fucking cheated it. Like the amount of people that have fucking got it and are posting it, it's like I'm just
yeah.
always super skeptical whenever I see it. But mate, speaking of
It's a
becomes the
shame.
master trophy, £5.
Is that the UFC?
No, that's the Titanfall.
Oh, is it only a fiver? Oh,
£5 for the
wow.
Titanfall 2 trophy.
Do you know what? Like £5, it feels weird. Like for a fiver, it almost feels all right to pay it because oh, if it's a fiver, then it's not. It can't be that difficult to do. I'm obviously just a little bit shit. Like it must.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? Like, but if you're paying £1,000 for one trophy, then you're like, oh, that's a bit like how do I put it? Like you could never do it. It's almost unobtainable and untouchable for you to do. But if it's a fiver, you go, it's kind of in reaching distance. I could do it if I
Yeah, like
wanted to,
five
but
pound, you're not gonna miss £5.
yeah.
But two
Oh mate,
grand you might miss. So.
I'll PayPal you a fiver if you wanted to do that trophy for me, and you can take 1% of the ad revenue from the video. Because that's the other thing, it'd make a good video, wouldn't it? Just like you trying to suffer via share play with a laggy pixelated connection.
That's what I was thinking. It would make for like a good video, even for like you, where it's like you're just watching me fucking stream it. Like you've got your feet
Yeah,
up, and you're like, I pay this
yeah,
fucking idiot £5.
trying to coach you, and then I'm getting motion sick,
You're trying
secondhand
to
motion
try to give me
sickness.
fucking advice on it. No, Chris, this is what you've done wrong. But yeah,
Yeah, mate, you need to look up there, you idiot.
mate, they don't even have like a section just for like the trophies. Like you need to search the game and then kind of just hope that it's that one specific trophy.
Right. Yeah.
And then they've got like the trophy bundles. But yeah, mate, like I said, it was just something that it was like it was funny. We both kind of came across it, and then we were holy shit, mate! Mile High Club they charged £20.
Mate, I reckon I could smash out loads of those in an hour. I reckon I'd make an easy 100 quid.
Yeah, mate, that literally like, they were the likes. I remember I said it in the Snam episode, and I was like, I need to double check here and like, make sure I'm not little fucking bullshitting. But no, legit, I done see the time from beating the last mission, like the trophy pops, beating the last mission in
Yeah.
Mile High Club. It's like 5 minutes. Well, I think I got it.
Really?
Yeah, I think I got it on like my second or third try. I just fucking. It
Yeah.
was not difficult at
I'll,
all.
I'll be interested to see mine actually, of like how long it took me from it. But I mean, that's the thing. It's like, it's just the repetition, and it's probably the same for Titanfall 2. It's probably the same for Final Fantasy 9 Jump Rope. It's just you learn the key points and you're okay, there's somebody there, right, noted.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously there's that level of RNG sometimes as well.
Yeah, when they throw the frags and whatever and kind of mess you up.
Yeah.
What is going through like all the platinums you've done, right? Off the top of your head, what's the
Yeah.
most expensive I would need to pay you to like do?
Would you like a platinum trophy I've already
Platinum
earned?
you've already earned.
Yeah.
You need to redo it. What's like the most expensive one? So like pretty much what's the most difficult platinum you would not want to ever do again? And how much would you charge to do it again? For to like go through that pain?
Yeah, it's always an awkward question when I get asked that because I don't. It's weird. Like when you complete a game, you go, "Oh, it wasn't hard because I've done it,"
And because I was
and I
able
feel
to
like,
do it, it's not hard.
yeah, yeah, and it's like if I can't do it, then that's hard, sort of thing.
Mm.
Like COD Classic was a difficult one, but in retrospect, like I did it blind on veteran. But if I played it on recruit, then if I played it on hard, and then I played it on veteran, I would have learnt the maps and knew what to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
you know
like
you need
while
to
that
go
was
pick
the
up the missile launcher and then you stand in this spot and it comes in.
exactly, and it again, it's just that familiarity and like the knowledge of doing something over and over. So like I would say that's a 9 out of 10, or like very or 8 out. Like it's a very difficult one if you do it blind first time. But
Mm-hmm.
I look back at it and I go, well, knowing what I know now, like knowledge is key. It's power. I would not happily, but I would do it again. I think I don't really own. I mean, people can look at my list and say, "Oh, that's a really difficult one, platinum trophy that you've got." But
Mm.
I think for me, the answer to this question is like the time sink and grind of whether I'd want to do something boring. And like one of my most recent videos, Modern Warfare 3 2023, that 50k zombie kills slaughterhouse trophy, like something along the lines of that boring grind sort of thing is what I would want to be paid for. My answer's so long. I'm giving you a paragraph here
Mate,
for a
I'm trying to
simple
skim
answer.
your trophy guide to see if there's like anything else that you like, might have forgot about that would have been like
Yeah,
difficult.
like I think the difference with I've got my answer. I'm not going to say it just yet. I think okay, my answer is Back for Blood. I think because there's
Oh,
a
I forgot about
60.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, like the game would have been hard at launch. It's very misleading. It says it's a 9 out of 10. It's not. I think that's for the DLC. But if you play the game now, you've got everything unlocked. You can do a meta build and you can breeze through it easily. If you play with three of your friends, even easier. The only difficult thing is killing 63,500 zombies. And again, it's very similar to that Call of Duty grind where like at least with Back for Blood, you can sit in a corner and just hold down your melee button and it just keeps hitting over and over. So you don't really need to do anything. You need to pay attention to make sure none of them sneak in. But it's a bit more of a simpler process than the COD one.
mm,
Um, but like my live chat helped me get through that COD one in a way. So I kind of it was shit, but I had somebody lifting me up to do it. But when I
right.
did Back for Blood, I was sitting in the room by myself for like 8 hours doing it. So I'd say that's a platinum trophy that I wouldn't want to do again. How much would I want to be paid for it? Um, I'm trying to think what I said for the other games. Didn't I say like £1,000 for Gears of
Yeah,
War?
and a PlayStation.
Yeah, PlayStation. Yeah. Well, thankfully, I don't need a PlayStation to do this. The funny thing is that it's only about 60 out, 50 hours, 60 hours, I think, for
Right.
Back for Blood. So it's obviously a lot less than Gears of War.
It seems
Um,
way easier than Gears of War.
oh yeah, it's miles easier than Gears of War, but the problem is it's just fucking boring. Like I'm very much like I've sat here for 60 hours and I've achieved a piece of invisible trophy that I can't even touch. What was the point?
Mm,
Do you know, like, what was the
yeah,
point of that? Like, I could have ran for 60 hours and broke an Iron Man record or something crazy. I could have done something.
could
Do
have
you know what I mean?
started
Like,
learning a new language.
exactly. And instead, I decided to hold a button down and do nothing. It's like you kind of feel like you've not achieved anything despite achieving something. But
Yeah, sometimes
I'm,
trophy hunting, you feel like, what the fuck is the point in this? Like, what am I? I feel like we could
yeah,
go into detail on this in like a future episode. What is the point of trophy hunting sometimes? But there's some
yeah,
trophies where
write it
afterwards,
down.
afterwards you're
You're like,
just like, oh
why?
man, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah.
How did I end up here?
Yeah, I'm gonna go lock in my answer. Back for Blood. If you gave me 500 quid, I'd do it again. I think that's fair without being too excessive. Like I'd love to get a couple grand for it, but I think it's like 50 or 60 hours to do everything. Like it would be shit, but if I knew that I got 500 quid for about what a week of grinding a game, I'd be
Mm-hmm.
happy.
Yeah.
What about you?
Mate, I was trying to like skim through my trophy list and I was like, difficult games, and it was like Bloodborne was difficult, but at the same time, Bloodborne, I kind of put myself at a disadvantage in the sense that I'd never used a guide, that I'd got till the very end of the game blind. Instead, I'd just been like, all right, what's the meta build? And on this level, you can find like this item that makes you like be able to one shot hunters enemies. So then I reckon if I used a guide, that'd have been like way easier. I feel like mine would probably end up being Tony Hawk, to be honest. Wanted to, because mate, just that grind at the end was so brutal. See, even like I was watching like films and like TV shows at the same time whilst I was grinding it, and I'm like, mate, I would not want to do that ever again. But if there's cheddar on the
But
line, mate, maybe like four, £500 or something like that, I could power through it. I think.
yeah, I think that's reasonable. Does that mean that we would disagree with the prices that the people are trying to charge on that website?
The thing with the prices on the website is as well, like, how much does the website actually take a cut of?
Hmm.
I'm curious. But I reckon we shoot them a wee email and we try and manage to fucking get one of them on. See if they would talk. It's one of the ones, I wonder if they'd be dead secretive about it though. But mate, I genuinely think that'd be like an interesting YouTube channel. Where it's like, mate, imagine you're
Yeah.
watching a guy and he's streaming or he does like videos and it's like you can jump in and be like, mate, here's like £50, here's my PSN info, and then you get to watch that guy streaming your platinum trophy. You know what I mean? I think that'd be like
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, it would be like a good revenue model. Like you could just have 24/7 hour like streams of like somebody just clocks in for their shift. And it's like, oh, Dave's up next.
Mm,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
but
but just for those that are interested, my Mile High Club trophy pot from when I finished the campaign was about 2 hours. But I don't have any. Maybe I was there grinding for 2 hours. Like I
you could
finished
have
the
took
campaign
the
at half.
dog a walk or something.
Yeah, like I could finished it at 5:30, and then I got it at like 7:30. So, and I normally have dinner around that time. So
Mm,
maybe I took a break. Maybe I was there for 2 hours banging my head against the wall. But even so, 2 hours of practice, worst case, isn't the craziest in the world. Yeah.
um, where is it?
I'm intrigued to know what the viewers like, knowing what difficult games or trophies you've suffered through. How much would it take, like, to redo it again and get paid for it?
Mm-hmm.
Or would you do
Mate,
it for free out of the love of the game?
we could task Merlin. Merlin, how much to
Yeah,
do Gears of War again?
mate, I just look like he's been on such a good streak of videos, and I'm like, fuck me, that game is difficult. That game takes so long. Like,
Hmm.
and I think it's probably his second time doing it in some cases because he's like, it's a different account as well. So I'm like, Jesus, like,
Yeah.
somebody pay this man a lump sum to suffer, please.
Yeah, it took me 5 minutes and 17 seconds to get Mile High Club. To
Nice.
double back and make sure. But mate, like I said, just I thought it was like an interesting topic to talk about, bring
Yeah.
up on
And
the
I
show.
don't think anybody's spoken about it yet. So it's going to be interesting to listen to our fellow trophy hunting podcast and see how long it takes for this idea, this topic to spread, which is going to be fun.
Yeah, but mate, speaking of trophy hunting, what you been up to? What you been playing? How many platinums you
Oh,
got?
it's it's not looking good, bruv. That's all I can
Ah,
say.
sorry, mate. I have
Um,
Merlin pulled my weight. Trust me.
yeah, so from since the last podcast, I started Still Wakes the Deep, and then sort of from recording that, like the day after I got the platinum in Still Wakes the Deep. Um, and it's coming to PlayStation Plus as well, so it's definitely one worth checking out if you've got the right tier membership. It was decent, mate. I enjoyed it. It was interesting. I'm not really the biggest fan of like Lovecraftian horror. I think that's its
Yep.
like genre, isn't it? I don't really know too much about it. I think I watched Elvis the Alien, and he covers a lot of those style films. So it's
Yeah, did
like
he do
that's my only exposure.
a video on the Paris catacombs, as above, so below?
He might have.
It was
He's done
somebody
so
that
many
done a video
videos.
on that, and I was like, that's a really good. Is he just like? It's one of the ones I'm never gonna sit down and watch it, but
Mm,
watching this guy
yeah.
explain it, I'm like, yeah, I'll sit down and watch that.
Before we fall down a rabbit hole, how good is that kind of content? Because I've watched so many movies through somebody else, like Elvis, the alien, just fucking talking about it or breaking down. Like, he done one for Twilight. I've seen a few of the Twilight films, but I've never seen like the last two. And he was going through all of them. And like, brilliant. I get a refresher and I know what happens at the end. Like, it was brilliant.
Mate, I've not
And I guess
watched it
people
in
do that.
ages.
Yeah, people do that for video games as well. So it's a very like similar concept, isn't it?
Mhm.
But yeah, Still Wakes the Deep has been my only platinum, and then I went and stayed with the missus for 10 days, so I was out of action with the with like the trophy hunting, should we say. But I did take my PlayStation Portal. That was a pretty sweet update as well. So you don't need remote play anymore. You can, if you've got a premium membership, you can just live stream games from your digital thing,
Oh,
which
so
is
you didn't
a
need to
nice
leave the
touch.
PlayStation on?
I didn't, but I was, well, this is part of what I've been playing. I was playing Final Fantasy IV as part of the Pixel remaster,
Right.
and I've got a physical edition, so I did actually need to keep my console on in rest mode to play that. So I think it's such a good game to play on the PlayStation Portal because it doesn't, you wouldn't really notice any input lag and
Mm.
things like that. So yeah, been doing a bit of FIFA as well. I kind of, while I was up there as well, I was just grinding out some of like the career mode trophies, like win the treble, which I was just simming the games, and like had her doing some of my squad battles for me, which was nice. Did some pro clubs trophies, so I did like, because like playing on a portal, you don't really want to jump into a game of COD or Battlefield or an
Mm.
actual ranked FIFA game. So you'll play against a computer where it doesn't matter if you jump a little bit. So did some trophies on that. Battlefield 6, I'm extremely close to the platinum. I need
Nice.
like 100 revives, and I think it's 100 sniper kills. So I'm dead close on like having that done. And then I've started Liza P on the channel as well, which is it's not bad, but I don't know. It's good. It's good, but I just think Souls games in general, I don't like how there's a lack of a story, and it's like go and read the lore book yourself to
Yeah,
understand what's happening. And like the menus look like they're from World of Warcraft. It's like two massive boxes with like a wall of text, and I'm like, what does this mean? Is this weapon good or not? Like, I honestly don't know, and it's like very overwhelming to a new player. So that's kind of where I score the game down. But in terms of like gameplay, it's actually pretty good. Like, I'm not losing my head because it's difficult. It's like a fair challenge, but I'm sure that's going to progressively get harder. I don't know if you've played it.
yeah. I had the same problem with Dark Souls 1 where I was like, mate, the menu is just awful,
It's
like just
it's
terrible.
trash.
And mate, it's funny that you started playing Liza P because I think maybe like a week or two ago, I was like, I kind of want a new game to play. And I was like, I'm feeling like I don't want to play a Dark Souls game, but I want to play something similar to it. And I thought about playing Liza P. So see, when I seen that you were streaming it, I was like, oh, nice one. Are you playing it
Yeah.
on, what difficulty are you playing it on?
So when you boot it up, like I'm playing it on normal difficulty. I know that they've patched in like easy and then
Mm-hmm.
very easy, but I'm just playing on normal, which is like the boot up option, you could say,
Yeah.
like the default difficulty.
So I was going to say, because I'm pretty sure I looked at the trophy guide and I'm sure people were like, oh, you can make it super easy
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just run through it.
There's no there's no difficulty based trophies. In fairness, I could maybe switch it down to have more fun, but I feel like at the moment my chat are enjoying the suffering and it's like tolerable.
I enjoy
So
watching you die.
yeah. And then the last game that I've been playing is Dispatch.
Ooh.
And I was going to give my Game of the Year vote to Death Stranding 2. Of course, Adam's got his video coming for the end of the year where he gets all of the YouTubers, like the charity video, to vote on their Game of the Year. And I did say to him, I was like, yeah, it's likely I'm going to do Death Stranding 2. But spoiler alert, I think I'm changing my mind to Dispatch.
Yank Dispatch.
Like,
Is it
mate,
just a
it's
Telltale game? I know it's
brilliant.
not by Telltale, but it's same style.
Yeah, it's by, to my understanding, some of the original developers from Telltale. So they've made ad hoc studios, so it's obviously got that influence like very heavy into it. The best way to describe it is it feels like how old would I have been? Like 13 whenever The Walking Dead season 1 came out on
Oh, so
PS3.
good.
That memory is like that was my first ever platinum. I loved The Walking Dead and I treasured that game. Like it was brilliant. And playing Dispatch, while it's obviously a different game and it's you don't walk around, it's literally just like it's almost like watching an anime. It's like just seamless, and then you obviously get your QTEs if you want
Mhm.
to turn them on and your dialogue options. So there's not actually any gameplay you could argue, which is slightly different to traditional Telltale. But mate, it just captured, and I've never felt. I mean, I probably have, but not recently. I've never felt that kind of influence of a game that I truly loved, and I'm feeling it again in 2025. And I'm like, wow, you've provoked something, and it's like. You could probably break it down like yeah, story's good, the music's good, the animation, like do you know what I mean, like
Mhm.
everything about it is decent as well, and like yeah, loving my time with it. My only downside is one trophy I think might be bugged, so it's
Ooh.
locking a lot of people out of the platinum and 100% on Steam. And as we know, I'm trying to get a platinum in every single year, and I've selected Dispatch as my last game, my finale game, because I think it's a bit more interesting than just doing Battlefield, let's say,
Mhm.
if that makes sense. As good as Battlefield is, I think Dispatch is what I'd want to do as a finale for the video. But it's just kind of frustrating because I'm going through like the alternate playthroughs to get the relevant trophies for like the different story paths, which is fine. But just knowing or not knowing how to get this bug trophy, like we're all in the dark about is it
Is
bugged or have we missed something?
I was
Like
going
we
to
don't
ask,
know.
does nobody have it, or is it like there is
Nobody.
people? Oh, nobody's got it.
No, like PlayStation profiles zero. and people on Steam forums are saying the same thing. They're like, we don't know how to get it. We
Oh, so
think
it's
it's
bugged.
bugged. Is Yeah, which somebody said. But mate, apart from that, like obviously from a trophy hunter, that's a bit disappointing. But even then, I'm not sour about it. I'm like,
It's not ruined the
it's a new,
experience of the game.
yeah, not at all. Like I've gone through the game and enjoyed the game. I've not had any issues with the game itself. It's just one trophy. But as soon as I do get that trophy, mate, I can't wait to go on a platinum popping spree. Like I was hoping I would have had it done for the podcast, but as soon as the last game of the challenge is done, Battlefield 6 is getting popped, Rematch is getting popped. All of the Call of Duties that I've been waiting with one last trophy is going to go
Hmm.
like I'm going to shoot up to like 250
It's just the
platinums.
amount of serotonin going through. You just,
Oh, mate, honestly, it has been getting to me a little bit, not being able like
are you?
just like the tiny OCD itch in the back of your
Hmm.
brain being like, you can platinum that. Like I'm looking at
It's right there.
Battlefield. Like you could platinum me if you really wanted to, but you're going to cop out of the challenge and make your video shit. Like I'm practicing patience. I'm waiting
Mm.
for dispatch, but it's fucking annoying. It's so close. It's in reach. But
Are you gonna
yeah. What?
do a live stream where you just I'm popping 20 platinums in this one stream and you just go through all the cards, the FIFA?
Um, Mate, like maybe I could do a miscellaneous stream. I was thinking if they do fix dispatch, like I don't know if they'd fix it tomorrow, but well, I say tomorrow, like as of recording tomorrow for us. If they were to fix it, because I think they have been pretty quick on sending out patches, and I did report it and tweet them, so hopefully it's been picked up,
Mm.
and other players have done the same. But it's like if I know that it's fixed, I would do a stream tomorrow to be like I got a platinum from every year, and obviously just do the finale of it, and then maybe I'd start popping platinums after that as well. But yeah, maybe a miscellaneous stream. It could just be a chilled out stream of me game hopping, but maybe that's a Twitch stream for then members only because I don't actually. I guess I could just title the YouTube stream "Popping Random Platinums" or
Yeah,
something, but it's
just title it I popped 20 platinums in 2 hours or something.
yeah,
And
like
no,
yeah,
no,
getting
no
20
shovelware.
platinums,
You need to have like no
no
shovelware
shot.
on the like, thumbnail or something.
Yeah, like I got 20 platinums in 2 hours, no shovelware and brackets.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, mate, that's a good idea. I think I will do that because it's obviously playing Liza P. I'm in the market for a game just to kind of break that up. And obviously, not a lot of people, a lot of my viewers do like Souls games, so they're enjoying it. But it's like just as well for me to have that mental break. It would be nice to just have a Peppa Pig game on the go or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I do have some gaming pickups, but I've been waffling for a while. So if we circle back to me, what have you been playing and platinum in?
Well, mate,
Hopefully you're carrying us for this week.
your boy's been putting in the work. I have one,
Woo!
two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm down with the kids, mate. 7,
6, 7.
7 platinum trophies. So last episode I mentioned PS Plus Premium runs out at the end of the month, and I don't really want to pay the extra for it because I've just not been using it. So I was like, I just need to get to work, get down to business, you know. So
Business.
Alone in the Dark 2 and New Nightmare managed.
Sorry. Alone in the Dark has a second game.
Yeah,
What?
Alone in the Dark 2. It came out in '96, I think that one was. Mate, fucking ages ago. It's got tank controls, which were a pain in the hole at the start. And then
Oh,
I had no clue what the story was. See, even like watching the cutscenes, I was like, I don't really
yeah.
have a clue what's going on. But I used the bad driver guide. So the video is
Okay, yeah,
like an
he's good.
hour long, but it took me 2 hours, which I used the guide for a few of these, and I noticed that it's like, however long the video is, double it,
Add a little bit. Yeah,
double it
because they
for
cut
me,
out the
mate.
cutscenes sometimes as
They skip
well.
cutscenes, and they obviously know
Yeah.
straight away where they're going, whereas I'm pausing it, and I'm like, he took a
How do I
left,
get
then a
there?
left, and another left,
Yeah.
and another left, but he's in a different place. You know, I'm like trying to figure it out, scratching my head. So, and then New Nightmare was the Optinoob guide that I used. And that was actually kind of cool how it's like 2 different characters you play as, but it's like the story intertwines. I was like, big
What's it
fan
called?
of that.
New Nightmare?
New Nightmare.
Is it separate from Alone in the Dark, or
Well, it's still,
is it separate?
it's Alone in the Dark, but it's like, I don't really know how the fucking stories work, mate, to be honest. But I've platinumed every Alone in the Dark game. So I've done the remake, 2, New Nightmare, and Inferno. So that's every Alone in the Dark game done. Done Pursuit
Nice. You,
Force. Oh, what are you going to say?
I was gonna say, are you gonna do a video on it? Like I platinumed every Alone in the Dark.
Oh no, mate, I just
Just done it
smashed
for
them,
the
man.
love of the game.
I done.
But
I recorded everything for Alone in the Dark Inferno. Oh, it might have been about this time last year. See, when I was going to do the worst, I platinumed the worst PS1 game, PS2 game, 3, 4, 5. That was the
yeah.
worst PS2 game, and I recorded all of it. And then it was one of the ones where I sat down and I was like, I don't know how to turn this into a video. I don't know how to make this interesting or like entertaining or like even how to. Because Alone in the Dark stories are always just like an absolute fucking mindfuck of a mess. So I'm like, I don't even know how to explain this. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I could like do a video just talking about it, the same way you did with that Call of Duty thing. But it's
Yeah, I think that might be the meta moving forward because it's more fun. I had a lot of fun making it and scripting it, and it was. I think the feedback I received as well is, I mean, I find it like I don't like watching somebody saying, "I walked here and popped a trophy. I
mhm.
walked here and popped another." I think it's boring and everyone's done it. So I think that way, just talk about a few different trophies and you just talk about what you want to talk about. So if the story's a mind fuck, you're like, what the fuck is this game? Like, I got a trophy for doing this, and I don't even know who this guy is. Do you know what I mean? So
Mhm.
you could have some fun with
Like, 'cause I think I
it.
mentioned on the last episode or the one before, I was going to do that for Tony Hawk because I didn't have all the
Yeah, yeah,
footage of getting the platinums. I was like, I might just sit down and like old school COD classic commentary, just sit down and talk over some gameplay and like explain it. So, I mean, I could maybe do
yeah.
that, but the only thing is, see, when it's like I used a guide for the entire game, it's like I don't know. I feel like kind of
Maybe
make it boring,
maybe leave that out. Don't mention that
Just
bit.
don't mention I used a guide for the whole fucking thing. But
Yeah,
Alone in the Dark 2, Alone in the Dark New Nightmare, then Pursuit Force. Do you know what Pursuit Force is?
that sounds like an anime or mech game. Is it either of them?
It's like a cop game, so it was on the PSP, and it's the first game I know of that lets you like you're in your car and then you get up and jump out the car into somebody else's and steal it. No, you doing
Okay.
Sleeping Dogs?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because mate, I played one of them on PSP as a kid, and it was fucking solid. And mate, even no, it was still kind of hard. See if it never had the rewind function, it
Yeah.
might be like an 8. Genuinely, it might be a 7 or an 8. It is fucking difficult. And also, if anybody wants to platinum it, because I get stuck on a boss fight, and I'm like watching the YouTube guide, and I'm like, I'm doing everything the exact same as this guy. Like, I don't know how he's getting him at like half health at this stage because it's like all the boss fights are timed because you need to kill them before they escape. I was like, I don't know how the fuck he's doing it. And then I'm like scrolling through all the comments. I'm like, surely there's somebody else that's stuck like me. And there was one comment, I wish I wrote his name down because he's an absolute godsend of a boy. And he said, just for everybody that doesn't know, when your pursuit force meter is at like full, you do extra damage. And I was like, because you use your pursuit force meter, you hold triangle, and that's how you get your health back up. So I just kept wasting that, putting my health back up because he does like a fuck ton of damage. And then as soon as I found that out, I managed to kind of like breeze through the rest of the game. But mate, there's some parts that were pretty fucking difficult. Um, and it also, mate, it kind of made me want to play the James Bond games. I was like, I'm getting that itch. I really want to play James Bond games because it reminds me of like the. Did you play any of the James Bond games back in the day?
I think we've had this conversation. I've played the one where there's a
Oh,
snowy mission
Nightfire.
in a castle.
But
Yeah,
it's
that's
like you
the one I've
get
done.
driving missions in them all the time, and it's just like this linear track, and you're like shooting enemies, killing them, smashing through stuff. Mate, it kind of reminded me of that, and I was like, I really want to play it. So I done Pursuit Force, then I done Pursuit Force Extreme Justice, and that one they kind of try to add like a bit of a story to it, but it's fucking hilarious because the guy, so it's like the guy for the first game, and that's who he plays again. He's getting married. That's how it starts, and then the enemies show up, like kill his fiance, and look, you need to chase them and stuff. But mate, he's getting married in his Pursuit Force outfit, which is like his wee cop outfit. And the only way to describe it is like imagine like an American police outfit, right? Where it's that blue outfit kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But you asked an
He's got the
8 year
hat
old,
as well.
you asked an 8 year old to make it cool. So they've like gave him like some ab protection, some like wee things on his knees, like armor on his knees and stuff. That's what he's getting married in.
Tactical gear.
uh, so there's that, and then obviously because the wife dies, and then the game ends, and it's like him at her funeral or just at her grave, whatever it is, and he's still in the police outfit. Like my man does not take the fucking outfit off. It is like tattooed on him. He's committed to fucking wearing that thing. Um, but I mate, that was really good music as well. It's one they want. You ever playing a game and you're like, I could use this as like the background of a video. Like, I need to take like a mental note. to like write
Is
this
it like
down.
really like upbeat and stuff? That's what
Aye,
the vibe I'm getting. Yeah.
yeah. So, and that one is infinitely easier than the first one because you get a difficulty selection thing. So, mate, I just threw it on easy and I was like, I'm here to get some platinum trophies. So, got them four. Obviously, there is only two Pursuit Force games, so all Pursuit Force games platinumed. Uh, Indiana Jones and the Staff of Kings. I remember
Nice.
John Callum done it, and that's the only reason I found out about the game. I actually never even watched. I think I started the video, and then I was like, I'm gonna fucking look. I'll stop it because I'll play it myself, mate. I think I wrote it down. It took 3 hours to beat.
Yeah, it's not long. It's crazy to think how short PS2 games were, but I guess guides weren't readily available, so
But
maybe they
even
took a
then,
bit
I don't
longer.
think there was like no points where I was like, oh, I think it really fucking stuck here. There was maybe like one bit where I was like, it's not entirely obvious where I'm going there. Like you get it, you know. Like it's not
Yeah, yeah.
obvious straight away, but then you're like, oh, I've got it. But I mate, only 3 hours to beat, which I was like, I'd have been fucking pissed off if I bought that on PS2 back in the day and you managed to beat it in like an afternoon. You'd be like, Mum, take
Yeah.
it back to Game Station, it doesn't work. Need to get the refund.
That's the Mate, that's the beauty of Blockbuster and renting games though, isn't it? Back in the day.
True, I renting games back in the day. But mate, I was like, see, because the graphics are like so ass for it being a PS2 game. I've never seen any of the Indiana Jones films. I hold me hands up. Never watched any of them. And I was like, mate, I kind of want to play the PS5 version. I'm not paying the prices for it. I'm not paying £60. But I'm like, see if that drops to like 20, I'd be down. I'd jump on it.
Yeah, just put it on an Amazon wish list and see if it drops on there.
Mm.
I think it goes on like sale and
The
stuff, so
collector's edition was on sale on Game, but it was the Xbox version, and I think it was like £70 it went on sale to. And I was like, part of me wants to buy it because it's like you get like a wee globe and it like opens and stuff. And I
okay,
was
that's pretty cool
I was
actually.
like, I don't need more fucking tat that I'm just going to throw in a
More
fucking
merch.
loft.
Yeah.
But Indiana Jones and the Staff of Kings, that is a super easy platinum. Time Splitters Future Perfect. So I've done the Time Splitters trilogy now. Mate, would recommend that you stream it. See the campaign plan for it. I was like, this is actually like, there was a few bits where I was like getting a good laugh. And it's like, the guy you're playing as Cortez, it's like a whole kind of like time loop kind of thing where it's like you for the future comes in and helps you on the mission.
Hmm.
And then towards the end of the mission, you then need to jump back in time and help past Cortez complete the mission. And it's one of the ones where you ever get it where you're like playing through a game and you're like, I wish I was streaming this.
Yeah.
I got that with Time Splitters Future Perfect. And it's also by far the easiest Time Splitters game. Like, it's not even close. Because I done Time Splitters 1 and 2 at the same time. And I think I actually mentioned it because we were doing the podcast at the time. I was like,
Yeah, you said there was like
I want to do Future
yeah.
Perfect, but I'd seen people say Future Perfect is the hardest because you need to complete the entire campaign on hard, and that's like you need to do that in two anyway. But apparently, Future Perfect on hard is just fucking ridiculous. But you don't even need it. It's literally just the very last mission you need to complete on hard. That's it to unlock like a specific character, and the challenges as well are the easiest out of all of them. So, mate,
How does
would
it
recommend.
play? Is it like I don't know what
It's
to
it's
expect. Is
an
it tank
FPS.
controls? Like what?
No, it's like an FPS
Okay,
game,
okay.
mate. Especially Future Perfect's like super. I'm not gonna say super up to date, but it's like if you played a PS2 FPS game, you're fine.
It's serviceable. Okay, yeah. So I was. It's really weird. I've been watching back Merlin's Final Fantasy VII streams, and I've
Mhm.
obviously seen the chat, and I saw you speaking about. Well, obviously, he was responding to your message, so it's like weird. It's like and he was talking about this time splitters game. I think I was playing Battlefield 6 actually. I had it on in the background. I was like, oh, do you know what? Like, that sounds fucking good. But you've continued to sell me, so I've
Mm.
opened up a tab on my phone, and I'll definitely look. Maybe that can be my game that I play in between Liza P or something like that. If
Or
it's
if
not,
you
what would you
do,
give it difficulty? What would you say out of
oh,
10?
difficulty wise at a 10. Man, that's fucking little cunts in my tits on. For the
Or is it a
audio
fly?
listeners, there's a fly that has been doing my fucking nut in this entire episode.
Smelly boy.
I did shit, I'm honest. Um, Man, I'd get like a 3
Okay, so
max.
not
The
the
Time
worst. I
Splitters,
could do it.
yeah, easy. Mate, Time Splitters 1 and 2 was like, there was genuinely difficult sections in the challenges, but like the challenges on this one were super easy. And especially with the rewind function, mate, it's a piece of piss. Um, maybe that's one you do for. See, when you do like a platinum for every year, when you go back to like whatever it is, 2003, whenever it came
Yeah,
out, that could be a thing. But mate, like I said, I would recommend
yeah,
playing
follow up.
the story on stream because it was a good time. You get a good few laughs in it. Um,
Yeah.
so like I said, that's Time Splitters trilogy complete, and then last but certainly not least, and I decided to stream it. Battlefield 6, I got the platinum. I am finally done.
Woo!
So every Battlefield game, excluding Bad Company 1 and 2, because I don't count those, every Battlefield game has been platinumed. And mate, I'm so fucking glad it's done, because it was not fun. See, grinding the revives. The amount of
You can
times,
enjoy the game now, can't you? Like
yeah,
without worrying about that in the back of your mind.
the amount of times where it's like I'm dying, trying to revive people. Or it's like the worst is when you go to revive somebody and then they just
And they give
cancel.
up.
Yeah, they give up. And I'm like, don't give up hope, man. I'm here for you. And then I just
Yeah.
get fucking domed by a sniper and it's like fatal headshot. Like, I can't even get revived there. And I'm just like, proper fucking like, pissed me off. I was not having a fun time towards the end.
Did you ever get tempted to go into like Portal or like they've added the casual breakthrough mode? Did that
Well,
ever cross
casual
your mind?
breakthrough doesn't count towards stats, people were saying.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen people saying that the whole thing with casual is it doesn't count towards your stats, like your kills, your deaths, your wins, and stuff like that. So I don't think it would count. Mate, I'm not gonna lie. See, at the end, afterwards, after I'd got the trophy, I was like, especially see when I seen on PSMP that it's not even an ultra rare. It's like 8%, 7, 8% or something.
Oh God.
I was like, why the fuck have I put myself through this, doing it legit, when I get the same outcome as somebody that just fucking jumped in an XP fucking server and just smashed it in like an hour. I was like, why the fuck did I do
Yeah.
that? Like the
I
like, I
feel like
think it
this is
was
another topic as
yeah, I
well.
think it
Yeah.
was like Trophy Troy when he was on and he was saying he's like, I don't care if people like cheat it. He's like, just get it the easiest way you can. And I was like, I kind of had that in my head. I was like, I kind of wish I just fucking cheated it at this point because it was such a
Yeah.
fucking pain in the hole. And I wouldn't say it ruined the experience of the game. I think single player done that because Adam reached it and was like, "Oh, game of the year, what you picking?" And I was like, "It's Battlefield 6 or this game." Oh, let's save it for when we do the podcast on it. I was like, "It's between Battlefield 6 and this." And then after I got the platinum, I was like, "Right, that grind was a fucking pain in the hole." And then all the glitches and bugs on the single player. Mate, even when I streamed it, I was like, because I saved the last trophy as picking up the dinosaur. I was like, yes, done all the trophies, right, boys? Let's load up single player. Black screen. I was like, fantastic. Close app because I sat for like a couple of minutes, closed app, and then tried connecting. It's like unable to connect, and I was like, this is just, I fucking hate this game. I just want it to be done. But
Yeah. I forgot to say actually, but in my Battlefield playing this previous Fortnite, I had the black screen. So previously in the previous episodes, I've said, oh yeah, my experience has been fine, and every single thing that you said you had an issue with, like, started happening for me. Like past mission 3, I think I was like, black screen, couldn't load into the game. Smoke was really weird and textured. It was like blocky and stuff. If anybody does want a solution, if your campaign is black screening, go into settings and what was it? Change the graphics from balance to performance,
yeah,
and and that and basically you just keep restarting the game in the hope that it works. And I found, don't resume your mission, press square to bring up the difficulty, and then just pick the bot, like whatever one you want to play on, and restart the entire thing. And that sometimes helped, but yeah, it was enjoyable up until that, and then I got a bit fed up. I was like, oh, this could I was enjoying it, and I was like, I just want it done now because I don't know if I'm going to be able to sign back in. But they did an update, and I had to like reinstall. It was like update required to play the campaign, but I installed the update, so I ended up having to delete everything. I was like panicking, like what? Like I have it installed, and it's not even. It's like grayed out the entire campaign. I couldn't even get into it, so I had to like deinstall everything and then reinstall it. I was like, "Fucking hell!"
so weird. Did you get the thing where
Yeah.
that I was getting where it's like the tank wouldn't spawn in or like enemies? Like there is literally no enemies here, and it's like secured
No, I
their
never
exfil.
never had that.
No, you're
Yeah,
lucky.
mine was always fine. It was just couldn't load into the game, and then it was the odd kind of visual glitch. But the villain in that, he's Scottish, isn't he? The antagonist, is he
I don't
Scottish?
fucking remember, mate. I think so. I.
Mate, the guy, because it was when we spoke about it. I go, oh mate, wouldn't it be funny if like because we're talking about like the villains in the campaigns and how they
Oh
just
yeah,
kind of
because
went
I was
really
saying,
safe,
yeah, they
bloody in
never went
private.
Russia, China, or anything.
Yeah, and I was like, oh yeah, wouldn't it be fun to have a Scottish like
And you started saying how you
pulling up
wanted
your
to
kilt?
kill Scottish people. I'm like, what the fuck have I done wrong?
Well, that's not what I meant, but but it was just funny how he's actually a Scottish like villain. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
It's like oh,
Have you
but
beat the campaign?
yeah, I finished it now.
Mate, it ends on like a cliffhanger or something, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I
Yeah.
was like,
I never paid
I wasn't
attention
mad
to
at
the
it.
story at all. I just wanted it done.
Yeah, basically, it's just you've got the woman, the CIA woman, and you're just going through the flashbacks leading up to like having her caught, or you know what I mean? And it's
Mm.
basically she's playing both sides. Spoiler, sorry. I'm not sure anyone cares, but yeah, she's like in the CIA and she's played both sides of the company the private company you're fighting against. And that's kind of the cliffhanger, like, because she tries to kill you and your squad
Yeah.
at the end
I like
and you
calls in
fly
the
away.
airstrikes before you're at like
Yeah,
at safety. But I mean
good little bait and switch.
that was the 7 platinum trophies I got. I did there was a PlayStation sale on. It was in between the last episode and this episode. A PlayStation sale was ending and then a new one started. So I bought Paranormal Activity, which I think we mentioned it at the end of the
Same,
last
I think.
episode, or it was when we were done with the episode. I can't mind. But you'd mentioned it as a VR game that you can now play in non VR. They patched it. So I
Mm.
was like, I'll start it, see how it is. And I was like, it feels fucking weird. It's obviously a VR game and it just feels weird trying to play it non VR with a controller. So I'm like, I'm just going to wait till I pull out the VR headset because I think I'm going to do that soon. Um, Bought that. Mate, all the games I bought were like literally £1. I bought Twin Breakers, which is for a video. That is Colin Moriarty he was IGN, then he was Kind of Funny Games, and now he's Sacred Symbols as the PlayStation podcast. He's like a OG trophy hunter for like back in the fucking day. So he released a game. Maybe I think it may have been like 2 years ago or something. But I was like, nobody's done a video on it, so it's just gonna be like I platinumed this Trophy Hunters game. I platinumed this YouTubers game. Something like that. I'm gonna
Yeah,
do.
it's IGN.
Um, so I think it's might be like a really easy platinum. And he's on my friends list as well. So
Was
I
it?
want to
How did you
mention.
snag that?
I just added them. Mate. See when the PS4
Oh,
came out, I think your friends list got increased from like 100 to like 1,000 or something. So it used to be Podcast Beyond was what him and Greg Miller done, which made I listened fucking like religiously at the time. And they mentioned on the podcast, they're like, just send us a friend request and we'll like, add however fucking many we can get in. And I was like, I fucking sent it. And then it's like, boom, popped up, accepted. I was like, fucking result. So I
Wait,
bought,
do you reckon you could drop him a message and say like, "I'm making a video," and you'll see if he responded to it?
he'll probably unfriend me.
It's,
Be like, fuck you.
maybe. You don't shoot your shot though. It's worth shooting. See if
Just drop
like
a
a bit of
message on
exposure to
PSN.
be like, oh, could you do the intro for my video or
Mm.
something like
For that. And then there's a third game that I bought, which but I'm not going to mention because it's one of the ones where it's
that? I
like,
know.
I seen the
I,
game and I was like, how has nobody done a video on this yet? And I
oh,
was like,
yes.
all right, nobody's done a video on it. Holy shit. I was like, this is one that, see if I'm not feeling lazy at the time, you can have fun with it. You can have a lot of fun with it. You can throw like a couple of skits in or some shit. You can have a good
See,
time.
I think a lot of people might unsubscribe to you when you do this video, or you could gain millions of subscribers. It could go one of two ways.
People are going to assume I'm a fucking scumbag and then they're going to click on the video and then hopefully realize I'm not that bad, a fucking scumbag. And then there's going to be people
Yeah.
that are fans that are going to call me like a fucking fat incel or some shit, there's definitely a group of people that are going to give me some fucking abuse and ask me about the
Oh,
colours
mate.
of cars that I own and shit. But yeah, so that's the games that I've bought. I was going to buy Amnesia the Bunker because that was on sale. I think it was $3.99. And I was like, mate, I kind of want to buy it just because I think it's maybe like a relatively easy platinum. I think you've done it, haven't you?
Yeah, I have done it. It's not easy.
Is it not? Mate, I get it was easy on PSMP. The guide for it said. I think it might be a
Yeah, I
3.
mean it is on paper easy, but one of the weird things is that the collectibles are RNG based, and
Ugh.
obviously when you're being chased by a monster, I think they're RNG. It is really weird because I was watching like I don't know, like Opti. I was watching somebody's video guide on it, and it was like useful, but then because you've been following along for the past hour and a half, you're not really understanding how to play the game. You're on autopilot, if that makes
Yeah, and
sense.
you're
Like
not
if
learning
anybody
the
watch,
map.
yeah, and then it goes right. So you need to get this, but this could be in one of these like 17 locations. So go around the entire map and backtrack and try to find it. And I'm like, oh my fucking god! Like I don't know the map well. The controls are a bit arse, and I'm being chased by a fucking monster. And now I need to go get a collectible that you happen to find by chance.
Mm.
Like I, yeah, I think it took me about 8 hours to do, and it was predicted to take what 3 or 4 on the guides.
It's
It
a
took me like almost double the time.
3 out of 10 difficulty, 2 playthroughs, 10 hours is what it says.
How 10 out? Oh, maybe it took me longer then. Then I don't know.
Maybe the
I
YouTube
I just
video
know
was like 3 hours.
that's
Maybe that's
probably
what
it.
it
Yeah,
is.
I think one of those ones where the YouTube video was shorter, and then it basically said just I don't know, man. I did it, and I didn't really fuck with it. To be honest with you, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't like it, but you might.
I was gonna buy it. I mean, the time's ran out to buy it now anyway, but I was gonna buy it, and then I was like, I've got the what's it? I think it's just the Amnesia trilogy, where it's the 3 games. What's it?
Yeah,
Is it Amnesia Memories or something? I can't remember. There's like a Amnesia game, and it's mate, I think it's an ultra rare, but it's also like super easy, like an ultra rare on PSMP, and it's meant to be really easy to do. You just use a guide, and I'm like, I've not even done that yet. So maybe I should wait
I
until
think.
I've done that before I start buying the bunker. And I think Rebirth is the other one that was on sale.
Yeah, I think I looked at doing the trilogy one you're on about, and then I looked at the bunker, and I feel like the bunker looked like the easier one of the two, or
Yeah.
the shortest one to do. So
Mhm.
that's the one that I opted for. So I'm assuming the other one might be slightly harder, or there's more to
I
do.
think it's
But
just because it's
what?
3 games. I'm pretty sure it's a trilogy.
Yeah, yeah. What was the one that you played and popped the trophy in because you quit to the menu?
Amnesia. That's what it was.
Is it? Yeah, that one. Yeah,
I'm just trying to.
yeah. May as well clean that one up then.
Amnesia Collection is what it's called, and it's the 3 games in one. And it is
Yeah, because I
a.
remember like watching PewDiePie play that, and there's like barrels and shit, and he would scream barrels from like it must have been one of those collection games, and I thought I was getting a similar experience in like the castle, or whatever it is, with the bunker. I know it's called the bunker, but it just felt completely different to
You're
what
in
I
the
was
bunker. Where
expecting.
the fuck is the castle?
Where are the barrels?
The Amnesia Collection is a 3 out of 10 difficulty, 16 hours. But like I said, it's 3
Okay.
separate games you're playing through. But so I never bought that. And then the other game that I was going to buy was Midnight Fight Club. And mate, I had it on my wish list for ages. It's just like an MMA game, right? And it was going to be
Right.
like I platinum this UFC clone or some shit. And mate, good thing I checked the trophy guide before I bought it, because there's like a trophy that's just unobtainable for whatever reason. I think it's like unlocking a specific fighter, and the trophy's just
Oh,
bugged. So literally, it's like 0.00 on PSMP, and it's been like that for like 2 years or something. So I'm like,
brilliant.
good thing I double checked before I wasted my time on that. But mate, that was all my platinums and all my purchases. What did you buy then? I'm curious as to what you picked up.
Yeah. So one of my purchases is off the back of your most recent video, The Thing. So I brought
Oh,
that. Last episode, did you speak about that? Was that
yeah.
last episode
Last
about the
episode,
platinum?
I mentioned that I'd done the platinum, and I was
Yeah,
saying I'm
okay,
gonna
cool.
do a video. Can I get it out in time for Halloween? And mate, I get super
Yeah,
lucky because I get the night off work because it was Halloween. All the kids were out
yeah,
trick or treating, so they just phoned me. They're like, "Listen, we're just gonna cancel the night," and I was like, "Fucking result." So I just like
love it.
hammered out that video and got it done. But have you played it yet, or
Still in the wrapping, mate. I've
still
not
in
had a
that?
chance to. It's almost I'm like teeing up a bunch of games once I'm finished with this challenge. Admittedly, I've still got Demon Slayer and Dying Light and a few others to go through, but it's kind of in the close immediate backlog to do because I know that you said with the guide you can do it really quickly as
I
well.
think it was an hour
But
10. Was the Optinib guide?
yeah. So while I've not played it, I watched the film before watching your video, thankfully, because I know you said don't
Yeah,
watch my
because
video yet.
mate,
So yeah,
literally, I think it was as I was rendering it, I was like, because you'd said you're like, I might go and watch it because it was in cinema up in Manchester.
Yeah.
I was like, and obviously it was the Friday night the video got posted. I was like, just in case he does watch us, because like the first 30 seconds, 45 seconds of the video is me like glazing the film, how good the film is, kind of thing.
Yeah. I didn't watch it in the cinema. I actually watched Sinners in the cinema, which Chef's Kiss. That film is so fucking good.
Mate, I've heard
But I
good
watched
things
it.
about it, but I genuinely don't know anything about it. I don't even think I've seen a trailer.
Mate, just watch it. It's like a slow burn horror. It's really fucking good, and the acting's brilliant. The music in it, it's just brilliant. Anyway, I watched it on Amazon because it's on Amazon Prime, and
Oh,
like,
nice.
it was really weird. Like, I was watching. I pulled up a few films and they were like 80s or 90s movies, and I was like, all right, let's look at the trailers and you can pick which one you want to watch. And like the trailer for like all of the old trailers for movies are fucking arse cheeks because I'm like, one of them was for The Lost Boys. I don't know if you've seen that, like the
I've heard
vampire
it, but I've
movie.
not seen it.
So I know the film quite well because I like it and I've watched it a lot. And I was watching the trailer and I was like, that trailer just isn't what the movie's fucking about. Like, it's obviously about vampires, but you watch the movie and it's a completely different tone to the
Mm,
trailer. And I was like, what? And I was thinking, right, if that's the how they're doing trailers, like, what's the thing going to be like? And like, the trailer looked arse cheeks. I'm not gonna lie. But then I watched the movie and it was like, I think it's because it was like the render from like the 80s of the trailer, so it was really pixelated
aye.
and shit. And I've got around to watching it, and it's maybe been like rescaled or remastered, and it was a class little movie. So yeah, it's fun looking back at what practical effects did and how well they did them. Like, admittedly, they're not scary now, but I can imagine watching that in the
Oh
80s.
yeah.
You're like, fuck me, like, I'm not going to sleep now.
Mm.
But yeah, brilliant little
You're
film.
thinking about your Doug, what it's just been turned into when it gets
Yeah.
caught.
Yeah. Oh, mate. But yeah, so I picked up the thing. I'm trying to think else what else I did. I picked up Space Marine 2.
Oh
Space
man, I
Marines
want to play that
2,
so bad, but how much did you pay? Wait,
32, Amazon was on sale.
I feel like
Bit too
25
much, but
is the max I would go.
yeah, a bit too much, but it always seems to hold its price at 60. I did download a game trial to start playing it and then ended up buying it anyway before doing the trial. And I did try a bit of it's so stupid, right? But I did try a bit of the trial and I enjoyed like the first 5 minutes of what I played and I was like, yeah, this is just going to be a fun, like, I may not
Action.
even go for the platinum, but it's just going to be a fun action fucking gory ass game. So that one's still in the wrapping as well.
I think that's
Can you spot a theme here?
on getting ready for Christmas, mate. All this rapping.
Yeah,
I think
mate, it's got, yeah,
it's
it's online
yeah. So I was gonna say,
trophies.
is it? I know it's got co-op, but I don't know if it had multiplayer, but it does.
Yeah, it's like 60 hours. It's quite a grind. I know a member of my community, True. He did it, and he recommended it. He said it's a good game, but obviously the online stuff is quite a grind to do. So
Because I think
I
the
guess it's
the first Space Marine game on PS3 is a really bad grind as
mm,
well.
yeah, I think so. I keep seeing it in CEX. I'm like, do I? Don't I? I'll just play the newer one that's shiny.
Yeah, mate, it's
Probably
one of
have
the
a better
ones where
experience.
it's like I see the footage of it and I'm like, that just looks fun, just action, just like kind of like in the style of Doom, where it's just ripping shit up, running,
Yeah,
running stuff. You know, what else is still
yeah.
in the
So
wrapping?
nothing else is. Oh, here's a funny story. I went to B&M, right? Was doing some furniture shopping, and I lost my girlfriend in the shop. And I caught her at the end of the aisle, and it was like the game aisle. B&M now have a gaming aisle apparently with like
No,
headsets and stuff. They've got a Nintendo Switch area of Nintendo Switch games. £12 for a Nintendo Switch game, or two for £20, right? Hear me out. I don't really do scalping, and this is a good reason
uh,
why I don't do scalping. But I saw like the games and I was like, this seems too good to be true. They're practically giving these away. And I should have read it a bit more, but on the front of the boxes, it basically says game not included. It's a game download. So they're just selling you a box and a manual with nothing inside of it. And I was thinking, right, it's £12 a game, two for 20, so a tenner a game. And I did the math. I was like, right, I take four games into CEX. You get £16 per game. I'm getting like 56 quid. I'm getting a £26 like game voucher to go and buy a new game. So it's not like I was scamming people and shit like that. Do you know what I mean? It's like putting it in because I see a lot of people on TikTok be like, oh, you can pick up this game from here and
yeah,
like
I've
flip
seen it
it to.
before where it's like people go to like, mate, they're fucking bold as brass as well when they do it. They're in like charity shops or like car boot sales, and they'll have like a wee
Ah, doing it in
CEX
front of
app,
them.
and they're like scanning it. How much did you say you
Yeah.
wanted? £5. Fucking do it. You'll get £5
Yeah.
for it, mate. They just gave it.
Yeah. But the frustrating thing is that on CEX's website, one of the games I got was like Nickelodeon All Star Brawl 2,
Mm,
and the picture that they've got on their website is the exact same one as my box, which is like the no game
aye.
cartridge on it. So I saw it and I thought, oh, it must be fine. And then I Googled it. And to be fair, I should probably just go into the shop, but I'm kind of just fearing the rejection and wasted trip of going into a shop saying, can I sell this game? And they say no. Or they go, because it's like wrapped in the box and CEX have to unwrap something, don't they? And
Yeah.
then check it. But obviously, if there's no game in it, then if I was to try to sell it secondhand, it's going to be a lot more difficult and someone's going to have to generally trust that I've not used the code.
Mhm.
I don't know if anybody in the UK or anywhere in the world that has a CEX, could I take in a sealed copy of a Nintendo game with a code? I
I
don't
think
think so.
they need to open it because you can
Yeah, to
reseal them.
verify it. Yeah, exactly. But so I've got four games. I've got three Nickelodeon All Star Brawls and then some weird SpongeBob Krusty Krab game of like.
I reckon Facebook
So
Marketplace. Stick them on that.
yes, yeah, so the thing is though, like everyone's probably had the same idea and they're selling them for less. So it's like I've spent 40 quid and maybe I'll get 30 back if I'm
Mate, just go
lucky.
back to
So
B&M and fucking refund them. Just get your
no,
money back.
right, this is the cheeky thing. They don't accept refunds on video games unless there's a fault with them.
Mm,
I feel like my consumer rights, if I wanted to kick up a
yeah, I feel
fuss, I
like
probably
consumer
could.
rights, you can return it.
But it's like, yeah, there's like a massive sign and like online it says we don't do refunds or exchanges. And it's like there has to be a genuine fault. And I'm like, how would you spin it? Like
I feel
you could
like,
say, oh, it didn't work, but then how do they prove that?
what's it for Nintendo Switch 2?
And then no, just number one, just like a
Number
base
one.
Switch.
Mate, I would just lie and I would go in and be like, I bought, oh, well, you bought three of the same fucking game.
Yeah,
Pretty
exactly.
obvious
So
that you were doing.
it's so suspect as well. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I feel like I just need to take the L personally. I've already agreed to move on one of the Nickelodeon games and the SpongeBob game to True, a member of the channel. It's like his daughter's birthday, so I was like, I'd rather just give them away instead of
Just do something
trying to
good.
sell them for a fiver. And then I know that my little cousin, she has a Switch, so for Christmas she's getting one of those. If she likes it or
Just
not, she
pawn it
probably
off
won't
to
even play it. But
her.
I'm just trying to get rid of them. So those are four more games in the sellotape fucking whatever they're called. But I went into some brighter news. I went into CEX and I picked up the Uncharted trilogy on PS3. So it
Oh,
was like
PS3.
£1. Yeah, PS3. So it was like £1 for all of them. Number two was £1.50. Don't know why that one's more expensive.
Best game though, innit? Best of the trilogy.
True. Yeah. So pick those up. And I know that you can get Uncharted 1's Platinum because it's not got online. And I've previously played 2 and 3 on my account. And I don't know which one, but I have actually got the online trophies. So I can just go back and complete the game and do the collectibles. But that's obviously like when I can be bothered because I've already done the Uncharted games so many times.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely gonna. I hope that I've got the right trophies anyway. But I just brought them because I think it's a cool thing to have in my collection at least. Um, I'm hoping it. I've not got the trophies for Uncharted 3's multiplayer because there's a really awkward trophy in the PS3 version where you have to do a perfect roll and reload 20 times without missing.
Was it like picking
So I
up
think my
ammo or something in it?
Yeah, so like you need to pick up ammo, and it's like, yeah, you need to do a perfect roll and pick up ammo 20 times in a row. And it's like a really hard trophy. I saw somebody on, I sent it to
It
you
was
on,
on
on
Twitter.
Twitter, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I saw that, and then obviously they removed that trophy in the PS4 version, which is interesting. So I hope I don't have to do that. I hope it's two that I need to get the platinum for. But I picked that up for, well, those three games for £3.50. And then a purchase that I've been wanting to do for a long time is I've brought Final Fantasy VII on the PlayStation 1, complete in box with manual, and it was only 25 quid. Like, granted, the box looks all right, to be fair. Like, everything looks good. It's just the PS1 box has slightly got a few scratches, but I wouldn't pay
Like
80
that's
quid for a mint in
mm,
box. Do you know what I mean? Like
aye
I think 25 quid, it looks good. It's for my like
for the
collection that
shelf.
I'm building out as well. So I was really happy to pick that out. And I think actually the I don't know when the video comes out, but I got a I say mystery console for YouTube, but I brought like a fat PS3.
The
And
OG.
I think that the OG, and I think apparently that takes PS1 games, but
Yeah.
not PS2. So I'm
Um,
gonna actually just test it to make sure it works.
I think it does take PS2.
No, I researched it. My model doesn't. My one accepts
Ah,
PS1 but not PS2. It's the 60 gigabyte that does both, I think. It
right.
was really weird. Like some of it was backwards compatible and some others wasn't.
Yeah, it's like I had to go check the Uncharted 2 and 3 thing because I didn't know that it had multiplayer. But it's
Yeah, I have multiplayer. Shut down in like 2018 or something.
yeah, it's co-op, but there's people still getting it.
Oh, that's interesting. I wonder if they've like glitched
Yeah,
it or
that's what
something.
I'm trying to see if it's hacking or if it's like because like some of the old games like you can play it over LAN. So I'm like, I wonder if you've got
Yeah.
two PS3s if you could like
Oh, I
keep them
do have
boosted up.
two PS3s. That was
I
the
also have two
purchase.
PS3s, mate. Look at us, couple of fucking
Ooh,
losers.
here we
Multiple
go.
PS3s.
Two boxing. But yeah, so those have been the pickups, and then one of the other things, I'm actually going to go grab them. Actually, can you like talk to the
Oh,
podcast while I get them?
gonna go grab them. I'm curious as to what it could be, but we're gonna get it shown off to us in a second. I feel bad for the audio listeners that aren't gonna be able to see
Yeah.
these
Well,
beautiful
I mean, on
things.
Spotify, we do have the video. If you listen on Apple, then you're a fucking loser. Get Spotify or
Oh,
YouTube,
stop,
bozo.
mate! We actually have viewers on fucking Apple.
Do we? Fucking hell, let's go.
Followers and viewers, and also as well people on Apple. I need to actually sign into the Apple podcast and agree to it. But I think it's like mid-December, end of December, they're adding chapters, which
Okay,
Apple
cool.
hasn't had
That's
this whole
nice.
time. So,
Decent. First things first. I got a
mate, that
little
actually
pixel
looks
of
sick
cloud.
as fuck. And it
You
lights
can't see
up.
it 'cause it's not. Yeah, like it's not going to show up really well, but the light on it in person, like it looks. I can't. It sounds stupid, but it looks HD. Like the light in
It's
it
not a
looks
cheap
really
light.
fucking good. It's not a cheap light. Um, Yeah, I was browsing the Square Enix website. They were like dropping loads of cool shit. There was like cactus, salt and pepper shaker things, but they weren't releasing until like July next year. And I was like, I fucking want something now. And luckily they had a cloud, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna get that. That'll look sick on the Final Fantasy collection. And then you probably can't see this one too well, but it's a Final Fantasy 2 like main theme. It's like a music box player.
Right.
So you just obviously wind it, and then you can't hear it, but it's
Yeah,
playing
when
like
you're
the main
talking, we
theme.
can hear
Yeah, so it's just we're gonna get copyright struck, but
it.
yeah, it was a fun little pickup.
Mate, I love buying stupid shit sometimes. See when you're just like, I'm gonna cheat myself. But mate, I was looking. I think it was the Konami store, and they had Silent Hill 2 skateboards, and I was like, mate, I can't skateboard, right? But I was like,
That's so cool.
it would look fucking cool on the wall, right? And then like Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4. The collector's editions of those, you get like I might actually mentioned it on the podcast at the time. You get like an actual skateboard.
Oh, I think we might have. I
It
think
was
that rings a bell.
Smiths had it on sale for like I think it was 70, 80 pound or something. And I was like, might buy it, and then I'm like, I'm not even gonna fucking put it on the wall. It would just get put in the loft or some shit, you know. But
Yeah,
aye, mate, it's always good to treat yourself, buy some fun stuff.
yeah. I've got a mug coming as well. I don't know why, but I got like a chocobo and cactus mug. I was like, I'm at that stage of adult life where it sounds weird, but when I move out properly and I have like my own, like, is it crockery, like plates
Aye.
and stuff like that, and cups, like, I'm very much, I'll have two, one for me and one for a guest, two knives and forks, one for me, one for a guest, two cups, one for me, one for a guest. Like, that's this kind of setup. And I was like,
And if I ever throw a
I've
party, I'm fucked.
plastic cups all the way. Sorry, environment.
The
Um,
turtles had it coming, mate. Don't worry.
Yeah, but like I've got like a You Got Lit Up cup from like Suits, Lewis Lit. He has like his own mug. So I've
Right.
like that's the one mug that I reuse. I think I've got a Daryl Dixon one, and I just saw this one. It's like a black mug in it. It's not been dispatched yet, but it looks really fucking cool. But I was surprised, like I ordered these on Monday night and they came on Wednesday. Like the
That's not
shipping
bad.
was
Yeah.
absolutely insane. I was like, do you know when you have to pay for shipping and you bump your gums? I was like, well, at least they give me the fucking next day service. Like
Aye.
fair play. But
Mate,
yeah, that's all the
I was gonna
the
say I went
pickups.
through like a wee thing. Fuck, mate, it must have been about 10 years ago where I was like, I like collecting mugs now. That's my thing. Mate, I've got like fucking 10 mugs, and it's all just mad fucking random shit. I've got one my pal bought me, and it's like, mate, it's like a big fucking massive Lord of the Rings thing. That's just cool as fuck. And then I've got like Celtic mugs and stuff, just a bunch of random shit. But
Collector's items up the celts.
aye, mate, up the tick, and then up the arse as well.
Yeah, we love that.
Mate, do you want to? I feel like we're an hour 50. Do you think
Nice.
we wrap
Yeah.
it up?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know, we've had a good talk. I know there was a maybe another topic, but maybe we could talk about that next week or never talk about it again. Who knows?
I'm hoping the price is revealed. We can
Yeah.
save the it's the Steam box. Everybody knows what it is. I reckon we wait till
Yeah.
there's a bit more information because I believe the rumor mill is that I can't mind. I've seen some guy tweet about it and he was like, every time Valve have announced hardware, like in the next week or 2 weeks, they announce a game.
Right. Yeah,
So
people are probably jizzing at Half-Life 3 or something, or
yeah,
hoping for
Half
that.
Life 3. Mate, that Half Life Alex that they kept on VR, I remember
That's
seeing that
meant
and it looked cool.
my dad has played it. He's got is it a Steam headset, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
He's played that game and he swears by it. He says it's so good. There's like I don't know what it is. It's like I don't know if you're like hiding in a locker or something, but like I'm going to shut up because I don't know. I'll find out the story for next time. But it's really good and like really, really immersive. Like I don't know, something's trying to get you, and it's like even you're breathing in it. You're having to
Oh, you need to actually hold your breath
like
and pull
like
back.
maybe not hold your breath, but like be really still or not knock something over or something jump. Like I don't fucking know. It sounded really good. I'll ask him about it.
Mate, as long as it worked well, because I remember Until
I think it
Dawn,
did.
the PS4 version, and it's like, see at the very end where it's like you're in. Did you play Until Dawn?
I played like five. I watched people play it, and then I played like 5, 10 minutes of myself, and I was like, man, I
At
can't
the
bother.
very fucking end, you need to stay totally still and like not move the controller the slightest wee bit. And mate, I'm doing my best statue impression of just not moving,
Yeah.
but you just see the wee light bar going "Ooh," moving. I'm like, I'm not fucking moving this thing, and I kept failing it, and it was pissing me off. But
What's the solution? Do you just put the pad on the floor
you
or
literally you
something?
see it coming, and you just set it on the table, and then
Yeah,
that's how you beat it.
boring.
I mean, I took the easy way. I had to,
No, no, I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying like the sensors must be so shit that that's how you
or
have to do
just
it. Like it's
super
just
fucking sensitive that like the slightest wee bit, it's like, oh no, this thing just comes in and rips your face off you. But I mate, good episode, if I do
Yeah, you
say
got
so
any?
myself.
So, yeah, I say so as well. It's a good one. Talking about trophies, talking about the heritage that built this channel.
Heritage.
But you got any new content coming out, people to look out for?
I should, but no, mate. It's one of the ones where it was literally, literally the day I was like, "Oh, mate, it's the fucking like 14th of November. We're halfway through November. I've not even made like start of the video. I still need to do the Tony Hawk thing, and then there's two videos that I would like to drop in December, just like time wise with stuff that's going on. I could like try and link it, and hopefully it would help it get more views, but I've not even started any videos, so probably not. Realistically, I wish there was, but I doubt it. Nah, no content coming from me. What about you? What you got coming up?
Yeah, so if you're by the time you're listening to the podcast, there's already at least one video out, and then I've got a sort of I've spoken about it here, so it's a bit of a spoiler, but picking up that PlayStation 3 console from a charity shop, and there's also a game as well that I brought, so find out what that game is, and then do you know I spoke about that massive vlog video that I wanted to do of my
With the
my
table and
desk
stuff.
setup, like everything like that. I did have like a 50-minute video, but it just wasn't landing and it was all over the place. And because like the desk fucked up and then like I recorded like a really shitty afterwards, I was like, right, I'm gonna cut all of it and I've made the video game console and game unboxing and talking about that. There's a lovely bit of ASMR where I'm cleaning out a PlayStation 3 controller and like showing you all of the fucking grime that comes
Yeah,
out. It's
mate, that's what
it's
I was gonna
beautiful.
ask you. I wasn't sure if you'd
Yeah,
ping me it in the video, but I've seen people buy like pre-owned controllers, or else I think
yeah.
it's always in America, but it's like the guy will like crack the PS3 case open. They'll be like, I think it's not maggots. What are they? Think cockroaches. There'll be like
Yeah,
cockroaches
just dead
inside it, and
stuff.
it's like, whoa, that's fucking
I've
disgusting.
seen ants in one of them as well.
Mm. Aye, I was
But
like,
yeah,
how dirty is that PS3?
yeah, I've cleaned a bit of it, but like there's an entire 40-minute video, and I'm like, do I upload a 40-minute video of me just cleaning a controller, or do I just put it as a TikTok? But I've like put it into it, so at least it's there. I don't
Mm.
think I'd want to bloat my main channel with me just talking to the camera occasionally cleaning a controller. But that's like filtered within that video that's on the channel. And then I brought like a bunch of Magic the Gathering, Final Fantasy, and Spider-Man stuff.
Nerd.
So, um, and again, having that in this big video just kind of took away from it. So what I've done is at the end of the main channel video, I've put like a 2 minute clip of me unboxing some of the stuff, but I've done that cheeky thing where I've blurred out what I've got.
You've went,
Like I got
and that's what it
yeah, like
is.
I've got a God pack, but I've like blurred it out, and that's a members only video. So of course, if you want to see the entire like 30-40 minutes of me talking about the cards and the love for Final Fantasy, then obviously members can watch that for the sweet price of 1.99. Maybe I will make it free to the rest of the channel at some point, but I was just conscious it's not gaming related, so I don't want it to show up on my main feed, if that
Mm.
makes
And it's
sense.
just a little
But
something extra for the people that support you, and it's only £2. You know what I mean?
yeah, so yeah, got like 3 videos out, and then I'm hoping to maybe get another trophy list video out. So this is on podcast week. You've definitely already got a video, and then more coming later this week. I think it's Friday, so in a few days, whenever you're listening from the podcast, there'll be that members only and game console video. Maybe in between that, there'll be another trophy list review. I was going to try to get the platinum a game from every single year, but I'm still in the scripting phase of it. So I'm hoping maybe by the next podcast, I'll have an update
Mm.
of it
That might
being close to coming out.
that might
So
be a good end of year video. See it like Christmas when everybody's off work, kind of thing, off school.
yeah,
Drop it then.
yeah. So I've worked out what I want to do. I'm doing a similar script to my Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 video. So I'm just going to talk about the games and talk about my experience. I'm not going to do 2 hours of I collected 1,000 studs for this trophy in Lego. Like not doing that.
Mm.
Like and I think the point of me doing it like this is it gives me the opportunity to make 17 other main channel videos, which was the plan
Yeah.
in a way. And obviously, there's a good portion of those videos out on the channel. So I've kind of just signposted and said, if you do want to, see Prince of Persia's in-depth platinum, all of these are in a playlist. You can watch them here. But this is the bigger video because I just want to get it out, man. I want to get it out. I want to be done with it.
What? Move on
And
with your life.
yeah, not just that, but it's like I always talk about like the Michael Jackson and Prince thing. It's like I think it's like Michael Jackson. He woke up at 3 a.m. and he's like, I've got a good song. I think it was Billie Jean, right? He woke up and he's like, I need to make this song right now because if I don't, Prince is going to make it. And
Mm.
that's how I feel like it is with content when you do something like this.
And when
I
you
was
do
the first
something
to
that
do,
nobody else has done.
yeah, like I was the first to do. I got a platinum in every genre, and I'm going to be the first person to do. I got a platinum from every video game year, starting in 2008 when they got added. And
Mhm.
then as a part two follow up, I can do the PS1 generate like 99,
I
2000,
do the
1, 2. Do you know what I
90s,
mean?
2000s, 80s.
Exactly. As a follow up if it does well. So I'm hoping it does well, and I just want to get it done and I want to get it out, but you can't rush greatness. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk, Leon. Out.
Mate, you've been blessing us with content. I think I got halfway through the MW3 video, so I need to go back and finish that. And then, mate, it sounds like your COD. I platinumed every Call of Duty game. That one. But mate, I can just listen to that in the background. Like I don't need to watch it at all. Like just listen along
Yeah.
like it's a wee mini bonus podcast.
Yeah. So like, I've done a few A and B titles. It's like he platinumed every COD. I can't, or every COD platinum literally. It's basically me doing the platinum list reviews of somebody's account. I think it's Texas Red. But they have basically every Call of Duty, and I thought, do you know when the stars align?
Mm,
Call of Duty Black Ops 7 comes out on Friday, sort of the previous Friday for you listening. I was doing this, it lined up. I dropped the video Thursday because people can go to New Zealand to play the game early. Friday, I'm just hoping it trickles through. Kind of clickbaity, but it's also not at the same time.
mhm.
Like it is what it is. But mate, I think the thumbnail looks sick. I think it's a good idea. So hopefully that gets a bit of traction to follow up from my Modern Warfare 3 video as well. So fingers crossed, I'm going to be like the guy in Breaking Bad, just rolling in money next week.
Mate, fingers crossed. I'm hoping for you. I'm looking forward to watching the videos. And
Thank you, mate.
do you want to take us home?
Take this home. Yeah, so you definitely shouldn't subscribe to me, but you should subscribe to Nostromo.
Subscribe to the podcast, and
Yeah,
hopefully we can get we need to get a guest on again sometime soon. I feel like I'm
yeah,
we're missing it on
we need.
the guests because it was fun that we run that we had a bunch of guests on. Mate, but I genuinely think we send an email for the people that you pay to get platinums. Even if we just get like
Yeah,
a response from them, it'd be like, "You fucking guys, shut the fuck up. Let people waste their
yeah,
money."
yeah. Well, of course, let us know who you want to see. Do you want to see somebody come back on? Of course, like I've asked my live chat, and we can speak offline about that. But there's a few people that want to see back. There's a few people that they want to see that haven't been on before. So yeah, let us know who you want to see as a guest. And we'll see you in a fortnight. Peace out, motherfuckers.
Peace.